Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Iowa Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Oak Knoll Retirement Community and by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Hawkeye Baseball is on the air.
From the campus of the University of Iowa, it's time for Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. Live from Duane Banks Field in Iowa City, it's a home matchup as the Wartburg Knights are in town to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm the voice of Iowa Baseball, John Leo. Glad to have you along with us this Tuesday afternoon in Iowa City. It's a quick and cold turnaround for the Hawkeyes after taking 2 of 3 from Florida Atlantic this past weekend down in Boca Raton. We went from 87 upwards near 90 in the Miami area to getting home, and it was 10 degrees outside. So we've gone through quite the swing of temperatures over the past 48 hours, but settling into typical February weather in Iowa City today. We've got we're above the threshold. We can play this game. We're in the mid-30s now. We've been pushing 40 today, but it is an overcast and chilly day. The wind will pick up later on today, so hopefully these first few innings go pretty quickly and we can get a lot of this game in before it gets to be too bad. Warm enough to play baseball today, so we'll give it a shot. Today, Wartburg makes the trip down from Waverly up in northeast Iowa, and we'll take on the Hawkeyes this afternoon. Games like these are important from a technical standpoint. You got to get those pitchers some work and position players some live at-bats. And, of course, with Coach Heller's background at smaller schools, we think it's really important also to build connections with schools in the state. He and Wartburg's coach, Casey Klunder, had a great conversation before the game, and you'll hear from both of them in the pregame show about just how important it is to play games like this that we don't always see across Division I in the United States. It's a cold and windy day in Iowa City, but hey, warm enough for baseball, so let's play a game. The Knights and the Hawkeyes, Wartburg and Iowa, live from Banks with first pitch coming in a bit. We'll hear from both coaches coming up as pregame coverage rolls on. We'll recap the Florida Atlantic series when we come back on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
From the roar of the crowd to Carver cones, can't miss plays and heart-pounding finishes. There's something for everyone at an Iowa athletics event. Don't just hear about it or see the clip on your phone. Be part of it. Change up your routine and get your friends together for an Iowa athletics event. Make it a memorable one by visiting HawkeyeSports.com. Fire up the fight song, cue the victory polka, and experience what it means to be a Hawkeye on Iowa. And go Hawks!
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage at the spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. The Wartburg Knights are on the field taking their infield as we get ready for first pitch. Wartburg and Iowa coming up just after the top of the hour. Wartburg at 3-0 on the season. The Hawkeyes 5-2. Good start for the black and gold. Opened the season down in Arizona. The Phoenix area took 2 of 3 that weekend. Losing the opener to Kansas State 15-6. Kansas State has proven to be a very good team. And we knew that coming in, but they have continued their hot start down in Texas. Really did a nice job, the Wildcats. So they beat Iowa 15-6 to start the season. Then Iowa bounced back nicely with a 4-3 win over Air Force, and then a 21-13 win over Northeastern to win the weekend. And that's crucial. That's key for the Hawkeyes, who then built on that and took down UW-Platteville in an added midweek, the earliest home game in school history. February 17th, a week ago today. 34-5, Iowa scored the most runs in school history in the win over Platteville. And then most recently in Boca Raton, Florida, a 3-game series at Florida Atlantic, a true road series. Iowa won the first 2 games before dropping the third and coming back home to get set for Wartburg today. In the opener, Iowa won 7-2, got a great start from Tyler Guerin on the mound. Tyler went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits. He walked 1, had 2 strikeouts, only 1 run, as he threw 70 pitches, and 48 of them were for strikes. So Tyler was much better this past weekend than he was in the opener, and Tyler looked to build on that as we head into the weekend down in Texas. Justin Hackett came in out of the bullpen. It was followed by Joe Husak. Hackett and Husak came in, pitched a combined 4 innings, giving up 2 hits between the two of them, 1 run, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So Hackett and Husak came in, did a nice job, closed the door on the Owls to win the opener on Friday night. Multi-hit games from Gable Mitchell, of course, 3 for 4 with 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored, also had a walk. Caleb Wolf and Cooper Schulte also had multiple hits in that Friday opener against Florida Atlantic. The Hawkeyes won the series the next day on Saturday, 6-1, just kind of nickel and diming Florida Atlantic, chipping away with a couple runs every couple of innings. Jaron Bleeker got the win on the mound in that game, his first of the season. He came in to relieve Logan Rundy, who only lasted an inning and 2/3. Rundy removed from the game due to injury. So we hope that Logan's okay. We'll see what the status is of Mr. Rundy as our season, as the week goes along, as the season goes along. We'll see when we get Logan back. But Jaron Bleeker, he was the story. 4 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts, faced 17 batters, 40 strikes, and 61 pitches. Jaron was lights out. Kyle Olivo, the freshman flamethrower, came in and shut the door on the Owls 6-1. The Hawkeyes did just enough to seal the series a day early. Joey Narrett led the way offensively. 3 hits for Joe, all of them being doubles, 3 for 3, with a run scored, RBI, and also a walk. Multi-hit games from Gable Mitchell and Caleb Wolf at the top of the lineup. So Iowa was sitting pretty, looking for the sweep, couldn't quite get it done on Sunday. Just ran into, I don't know if the Hawks maybe out of energy a little bit against Florida Atlantic on the Sunday game. The Owls won it 3-2. Iowa just couldn't get the clutch hit, couldn't get the bats going. Had the pitching to win it, but ultimately couldn't pull it off. And now here we are, 5-2, feeling pretty good about where we're at in the season. Playing Wartburg today here at Banks before taking off down south to Texas, the Lone Star State, to battle Alabama, Houston, and Oregon State. Exclusive interview with head coach of the Wartburg Knights, Casey Klunder, coming up right after this. A joy to talk with Coach Klunder. You'll hear from him in just a moment on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile. Better together.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Go for the big Honda savings. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are on sale. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Go for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/2/26.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball. Today, the Wartburg Knights are in town. We're joined by head coach of the Knights, Casey Klunder. Coach, thanks for coming on to the Hawkeye Radio Network pregame show today. Good to see you again, old friend.
Good to see you, John. I got to tell you, hopefully Hawkeye fans know what a good player you were at Old Wine High. You know, back in the day, I coached against you. You were a good player, so hopefully that adds some credibility to your broadcast. But I have to tell you, as a lifelong Hawkeye fan and an avid listener of yours, I really appreciate everything you do for baseball in this state and how well you broadcast the Hawkeyes. And so we're going to have a lot of fun today. Appreciate having me on, John.
Yeah, thanks for those kind words. You were my all-conference coach back in the day, so I got to play for you even though we were bitter rivals back in high school.
I think I voted for you for a couple all-conference teams too. So, yeah, that was fun.
That's good stuff. All right, Coach, first time that we played Wartburg in quite some time. And you, with your history in the state of Iowa, if you just talk to us a little bit about how important it is for your program to come down here and play the Hawks.
I'm looking forward to the opportunity for our kids here. We'll probably start 7 native Iowans today, and as you know, without Drake, you and I, and Iowa State having baseball, that even our Iowa State fans on the team are Hawkeye baseball fans, and so just everything Rick Heller does for baseball in Iowa, it's an honor to be here, and I'm hoping our guys really soak up the experience. On the field, obviously it's going to be a tough challenge for us, but what a great opportunity to learn from mistakes and be put in adverse situations and grow and learn before we start conference play here in a few weeks.
A lot of, I don't know if controversy is the right word, but Iowa played a D3 last week in Platteville, playing Wartburg here today. Other states don't do this. They have their midweeks against other D1 opponents. I think it's kind of cool that, Division I Iowa plays a D3 Wartburg every now and again. How important do you think that is for the state of Iowa?
I think it's incredibly important. Again, going back to Rick Heller's background, he was at a small school at Upright. He's Mr. Iowa baseball, and I don't mean the University of Iowa. He's just the state of Iowa baseball, and so he understands this thing from top to bottom. He was a Division III coach when Upper Iowa was Division III, and he was a mid-major coach at UNI and Indiana State, and so he gets this thing and how important this is for our kids, and hopefully. We don't have other, we talked about, we don't have other Division I's in the state that he can play, and with budgets being tight everywhere, it's hard to pick up a midweek and go 3 states over for him, where we'll come here and play, and our kids will be appreciative of the opportunity, and he'll probably play some younger players today and pitch some guys that don't really pitch on the weekends, and so it's a good experience for everybody involved, and obviously our fans, will show up maybe more than somebody from 3 states over, and so I think there's a lot of wins here today, regardless of the final score.
Talking with head coach of the Wartburg Knights, Casey Klunder, on our pregame show from Banks. Coach, let's talk about your team a little bit. Highlight a few of the players that we're excited to see today.
We'll start on the mound with Zach Byrne. He didn't, we just like the Hawkeyes. We played last weekend, and so we used our pitching in games that will count for NPI for us. And so we'll start Zach Byrne today. He didn't get in last weekend. He's from West Des Moines Valley, and again a native Iowa kid. And so left-hander that is kind of a soft tosser. He'll mix speeds. He'll really be a soft tosser compared to Alabama's pitching that the Hawkeyes will face on Friday. But we've got some older guys in the lineup today. Unfortunately, our cleanup hitter is sick, but Andrew Gallegos will bat second today. He had a really nice weekend. He's from Parkland Community College. And our center fielder had a really nice weekend. Jaden Scott's a sophomore that'll hit third today. So, those guys are coming off great weekends, but we're just looking forward to the opportunity and learning some things and getting better because of today.
Beyond this game, Coach, what type of team are you going to have this year? What are you looking forward to as your 26th season moves on?
We're pretty young, but I do think we have a chance to have a more multi-dimensional offense than what we've had.
Okay.
We had some power last year and hit a few home runs, but as you know, in spring baseball, John, you can't always rely on that. You're going to play against the wind. So one of our off-season focuses was trying to make our offense more multi-dimensional. And so hopefully we can, it may not be today, we may not show everything today, but if we can bunt a little bit, if we can run a little bit in our conference and score in a multitude of ways, I think that'll help us. And then we really have improved since we've been at Wartburg on the mound.
Okay.
We lowered the ERA half a run my first year, another half a run last year. And so Coach Dupic has done a great job with our pitchers. And so they continue to get better and better. Again, we'll see what happens today with some of our midweek pitching. But at the same time, I think we're fairly deep for a Division III team in our conference. And I'm looking forward to seeing, we might throw 6, 7, or 8 guys today. We'll see how the game plays itself out. But I'm looking forward to getting those guys experience. And we just keep getting better on the mound. And I'm proud of the guys' work.
Coach, before we let you go, what does this mean to you? I mean, you're kind of an Iowa legend, a high school state champ at Waverly, and what does it mean to get to this point in your career?
I coached my last high school game here as a high school coach when they had the state tournament here. A lifelong Hawkeye fan. I think I saw my father cry twice in his life, and one of them was the unfortunate night that Chris Street passed away, and so I remember that being one of my early core memories. And we've attended. My father since passed away, but we've attended Hawkeye basketball, men's and women's games. We've attended a lot of football games, and so we've attended baseball games here. I usually order BTN Plus myself to watch, and so it was weird watching some film and kind of pseudo scouting, and I kind of did that in the off season. My coach is back, "What are you up to today?" And I was like, "I'm watching the Hawkeyes," because we do play them this year. When really it was probably just to be a fan, but and so just. As a lifelong Hawkeye fan, as many of our players are, I think this will be a special moment for them that hopefully they'll remember for a long time.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Thanks, John. I really appreciate it.
Head coach of the Wartburg Knights, Casey Klunder, on our pregame show from Banks. We'll talk with Coach Heller right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Get ready, Hawkeye fans. New head coach Ben McCullum and the Iowa men's basketball team are ready to hit the hardwood.
He's working hard into the corner. Koch hits a three. Oh, talk about catch and shoot.
Carver Hawkeye Arena is heating up. Witness the electrifying plays in person and be a part of the roaring Carver crowd. Take in all the action happening at Carver Hawkeye Arena by visiting HawkeyeSports.com on Iowa, and go Hawks.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball today at Dwayne Banks Field, back home for a matchup with the Wartburg Knights, joined by head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller. Coach, we've had a day or two to let that 3-game series at Florida Atlantic marinate. What are some of your takeaways from that weekend?
I'm really proud of our guys. I thought we went down there and played extremely hard. Coach Obermueller and the rest of the guys on the pitching side, I thought they did a really nice job making adjustments during the week last week, and I thought overall our pitching was outstanding this past weekend. And the defense was, we didn't make a fielding error the entire weekend on grass, not even the nicest grass. It was not okay field, but it was, they had a water pipe problem. It was harder than usual, and the hops were kind of crazy, and our guys adapted, and we played really, really good defense. We had one pitcher error, and that was it for the weekend. Can't beat that with the pitching. Offensively in game one, I thought we came out and against a really good arm, had a solid plan. Coach Sutherland had really good plan for him, and we made life really miserable for him, and got him out of the game fairly early, scored some runs. I mean, it was great series up until Sunday, when really the only thing that happened, kind of a bad combination. We had some guys in the lineup that, chased, and really that's all we had to do was just not chase, and we probably win that game by 3 or 4 runs. The bad thing was they made some really nice plays defensively to save runs. They threw a guy out at the plate in the first inning, didn't have replay. I would have told you I thought he was safe. Unfortunately, we didn't know they didn't have replay when we went down there. I probably wouldn't have went down there, but anyway, that play hurt. Their shortstop made a really nice play when Strohmeyer hit a ball in the hole, forced us at third with runners first, second, nobody out. And then Gable Mitchell smoked the ball off the pitcher's leg with runners at first and second, nobody out, and it ricocheted right to the shortstop standing behind second base, and that really hurt us. And we had other opportunities that we hurt ourselves. And Gable had a big game. He was on base 5 times, a bunch of hits, and so yeah, it was a tough loss because the pitching was outstanding. Nick DeHar had his first start on the weekend, and he battled his butt off for us, and then Maddox Freese did a really nice job, and gave us a bunch of quality innings and held their hitters down. And we should have, if we hold them to 3 on Sunday, we should have won that game with the hitters we have. And that was the disappointing part. But to get a road series win, early in the season with a young group of pitchers, you'll take that every time.
Even against a team that gets to practice outside all the time, and one of those southern schools like we talk about so often, Coach.
It's funny because Coach Mack has been there a long time, and he was there 15 years, I think, as an assistant prior to becoming the head coach. And what has he been there 18 years, the head coach?
Yep.
And he told me, it's something that being a northern coach and all of us from the north, part of our life is the misery of the travel and the flights and delays, and been bad flights the first 2 trips with delays, and getting back late in the middle of the night, and then trying to play on Tuesday and do it again Thursday. And he told me that he had never traveled one time in his career for a non-conference series.
Foreign concept for us, huh? I was looking at their schedule. They played 18 out of their first 20 games at home, and the 2 road games were to Miami and Florida International, all within
an hour,
easy driving distance.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it just hit me as like, wow, that's incredible.
I can't believe it. Coach, to your point about the travel the first 2 weekends, we got a great director of operations. Nick does a great job taking care of us, but the the travel coming home has been a little tough for us. How do you think your team has handled this young team has handled the first couple weeks?
As well as they can. I mean, you can say what you want to say. Yeah, you got to be tough or whatever, but I mean, it wears you down. And at my age, man, you feel it. Even this morning, it hits you like a ton of bricks. And 2 weeks in a row, with perfect travel conditions is tough. But when you get back in 4:30 in the morning, and then it's going to catch up with you. And I really felt like with the heat, we didn't talk about that. It was really hot at Florida Atlantic, which was great. But the sun was coming down like right in our face. In our dugout, we had nowhere to hide. And I really felt like with the early start on Sunday and the 2 really hard played games that we had earlier, I just felt like we hit the wall. Yeah. I mean, I just, with the position guys that play every day, I mean, I just felt like they were whooped, and the sun had beat it out of them, and it was 87 on Sunday. But no, I mean, it's not easy, and I tell people that for years. It's really, really difficult, regardless of how good you are, how tough you are, to travel 3-4 weekends in a row, and not have some drop off at times.
Yeah. Coach, before we talk about this matchup with Wartburg, I just want to get your thoughts on the Big Ten. First couple weeks into the season, Big Ten looks pretty good. We've got our UCLA, USC, Oregon kind of at the top, but all of a sudden Michigan State's picking up some big wins, Purdue, Illinois. What do you make of the Big Ten so far?
Well, I mean, same as I always do. It's a really good league. Really good league. And now that you've got NIL and rev share and you get unlimited scholarships up to your roster spot, I mean, up to your roster limit at 34. I mean, there's a wide variance of the type of support schools are getting. There's schools getting 34 full scholarships now, and school with hundreds of thousands of dollars of rev share with more scholarships. And, those schools are going to get really good players. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I think the league's just going to continue to improve and get better as a whole. And you're seeing that this year. I mean, UCLA just destroyed TCU. I mean, if you've seen them play, I mean, their team is loaded.
Unreal.
I mean, they are loaded. Yeah. But there isn't a bad team in our league. There isn't a bad team in our league. All the guys that were at the bottom a few years ago have really built it back up. I mean, there's no bad teams, and every team in this league is capable of beating anybody in the country on a given day.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller, on our pregame show from Banks. We get set for this game with Wartburg today, Coach. D3 opponent, but can you talk about the importance of a game like this early in the season for your team?
Well, the biggest reason we're playing is to get the pitchers out there. It's a double-edged sword because in reality, the position players probably could have used a light practice and rest. If you didn't pitch this weekend, which we had a bunch of guys that didn't because we had great pitching, they need to get back out there and pitch against somebody other than our team. And to have that opportunity, even though it's a little cold today, whatever, and regardless of who the opponent is, we just needed somebody for those guys to pitch against. And what you hope happens is what happened last week, where the starters went out, scored a bunch of runs, and we were able to get all the starters out of the game, by the fourth inning or so. And then all the guys that were on the bench all weekend as position players got a chance to go and play. So those are all super positive things. If this turns into a tight game where the starters are out there the whole game and we hit into bad luck. I mean, baseball's a crazy sport. The randomness is always there. Yeah. And I've played plenty of games where we hit 10 line drives right at them, and you end up in a tight game, or we've lost a game or two, wind blowing in. You can't control any of that. But regardless of what happens, the important thing is that those guys don't go 2 full weeks and not pitch.
Got it. You mentioned the cold a little bit today. Doesn't feel too bad in the dugout right now. It might change as the game goes on. Do you got to manage the game a little bit different today?
Not really. I don't know if you've seen the forecast, but if it holds true, what's going to happen right now, the wind's kind of south-southwest blowing out. I mean, I'm praying that we come out and just hit the heck out of the ball in those first 3 or 4 innings, because as the game progresses, depending on if they're right with the forecast, it's going to slowly move from south-southwest to west to straight west to northwest blowing in, and in the latter part of the game. So I'm hoping that we're not having to rally with the wind blowing in late in the game.
Coach, before we let you go, a quick plan of the pitching today. Who gets to start, and then how do you see the first few innings going tonight?
Brady Ferguson, I thought, threw really well down in Phoenix. And Brady was set up both Saturday and Sunday to have a key role in those games, but it just didn't materialize. And so we're going to start Brady today, let him go 2 innings, a lot like we did Nick Terhar. And we're trying to figure out what we're going to do this Saturday if Logan Rundy can't pitch. Logan came out of the game in the 2nd inning. For those that were listening or watching, they know that. But those who weren't, we're missing Brody Urbeck, who was one of our top 2 pitchers, and he's out for the year. And now Logan Rundy went down in the 2nd inning, and that was what was really impressive about how Jaron Bleeker and those guys came in and picked up the slack in the game on Saturday that we won after he came out. But if we're without him this weekend, that's a tough blow, really tough blow for a team that has a bunch of new guys on the mound. And not as much depth as we traditionally have going into the Buzzsaw tournament we're in this weekend. But, so Brady will throw hopefully 2 clean innings would be great. And then Carter Wilcox didn't throw this weekend after the rough start on Sunday in Arizona. So we're hoping to get two innings out of Carter after Brady. And then we're just going to pick and choose, mix and match with the rest of the bullpen guys and try to put them in good spots. Unfortunately, there's just not enough innings to give every single one of them the innings you want to give them, but we'll try to get as many as we can.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck against Wartburg today.
All right, thanks a lot, John.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller, on our pregame show from Duane Banks Field in Iowa City. We'll get you starting lineups and first pitch right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Welcome back to Duane Banks Field in Iowa City. The starting lineups have been announced. National anthem is complete. We are set for baseball here in Iowa City as the Wartburg Knights are in town. Division III out of Waverly, up in northeast Iowa, up by Waterloo, Cedar Falls, proud town of Waverly. And the Knights are in town to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes today. Wartburg at 3-0 to start their season. Iowa 5-2 as the Hawkeyes take the field now. It's time for today's starting lineups. We'll go first with the visiting Wartburg Knights. Griffin Troha, the third baseman, will lead things off for the Knights. Andrew Gallegos plays first base and bats second. Jaden Scott is in right. He'll bat third. In left field today is Charlie Kruger, and he'll bat in the cleanup spot. Andrew Robinson is the second baseman, batting fifth. Wartburg's DH is Dylan Stockdale, and he'll bat sixth. 7, 8, 9 is Garrig Turner, the catcher. Cole Greider, the center fielder, and Liam Bender, the shortstop. Defensively for Iowa, as the Hawkeyes have taken the field. On the infield today, left to right, Jackson Frost at third, Cooper Schulte at short. Gable Mitchell's the starting second baseman, and Caleb Wolf is the starting first baseman. In the outfield, a little bit of a shakeup, left to right, Joey Narrett in left. Jalen Ziegler gets the start in center, Miles Risley not in the lineup today. Kellen Strohmeyer will play right field for the Hawkeyes today. And the starting catcher behind the dish is Max Burt. And getting the nod on the mound to start this midweek is Brady Ferguson, right-handed freshman from Omaha, Nebraska, Millard West graduate. Ferguson pitching for the Hawkeyes today. And he'll be making his second appearance. He threw 2 innings and gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, a 13.50 ERA for the freshman. Ferguson, as you heard from Coach Heller, looking to go maybe 2 innings, 2 clean innings. He pitched against Northeastern as we wrapped up the MLB Desert Invitational in Scottsdale, the 21-13 win for the Hawkeyes over the Huskies. We do have the run rule in effect today, 10 after 7. Temperature's not bad right now. It is warm enough to play, but the temps will plummet. They moved the game up from 4 o'clock to 3 o'clock because this is the warmest part of the day. Temps at 43. And from now, here on out, it's going to get cold. Wind is going to shift. Was blowing out to start. It will shift and come in from Carver, right over the Banks scoreboard in left field. And it'll blow right in our faces. That's how it'll turn as we get set and rolling in this game. All right, Griffin Troja, left-handed hitter, is in the box. He swings at the first pitch from Brady Ferguson and fouls it off to the left. We'll get a station ID break in a moment here after this first batter. First pitch comes in right on the money, 3-0-5. Ferguson, right-hander, from the stretch, pitches the 0-1. And there's a strike called on the inside corner. It is 0-2. Troja, sophomore from Mundelein, Illinois. Starts at third base for the Knights. 0-2. Ferguson is set. And from the belt, he pitches. Here's a ground ball to third. Frost scoops it off the turf. He steps, he throws, one away in the first. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 seconds, station ID. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Andrew Gallegos, the starting first baseman, is up for Wartburg now. Stands in from the right side. Righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch from Ferguson. Breaking ball dropped in for a strike. Iowa in their home white uniforms. Hawkeyes spelled out in black block lettering with gold trim across the chest. Black numbers on the back side. Last names above those numbers. Ferguson missed inside. Close. And it's 1-1. White baseball pants for the Hawkeyes in the field, gold cleats. Camo hats for Iowa today. Ball and a strike on Gallegos. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike, 1-2. Wartburg has bright orange tops. Look like a highlighter. Very bright orange tops. Black numbers. They wear gray baseball pants. Wartburg will have a black cap in the field. Here's a ground ball up the middle. That's through into center field. Gallegos is on with a one-out single. Rolled it right off the mound, left side of the mound and through towards Ziegler in center.
Batting third, right fielder, number 22, J.D. Scott.
Pretty cold day in Iowa City, so the crowd is light. Most people that are here today are filling up the seat backs. Not too many people in the bleachers down the first base or third base sides, but the seat backs are full. I will say they're full of Wartburg fans. A lot of orange and black in the crowd today. Making the trip down from, whether they're from Waverly or one of the many Knights that are Iowa natives. Jaden Scott is the batter, starting right fielder for Wartburg. He bats from the left side. Short lead at first from Gallegos. The 0-1 from Ferguson is fouled back. It's 0-2. Brady's done well, thrown a lot of strikes. He's been on with the fastball and the slider. Ziegler in center, shifted over towards the left center gap just a touch. Ferguson ready, the 0-2, swing and a miss. He went changeup low and away, and he got Scott.
That's a Hawkeye strikeout.
2 down now for Charlie Kruger.
Left fielder, number 32, Charlie.
Iowa preparing for a big weekend in the Dallas area, taking on SEC Power Alabama on Friday, and then Houston on Saturday and Oregon State on Sunday. Kruger, another left-handed hitter, he's in the box. Ferguson misfired at 93, up and away. Short lead at first base from Gallegos. Wolf cutting his distance in half. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Off speed from Brady. He's looked good in this start. Haven't seen him in over a week. Like I said, pitched against Northeastern, not this most recent Sunday, but the Sunday before out in Arizona on opening weekend. Ball and a strike on Kruger. Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the netting. And Brady's in the driver's seat, 1-2. See what pitch he chooses to go with. Slider was very effective against Gallegos early in the at-bat. The right-handed hitter. Gallegos eventually got a base hit. He stands at first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ferguson's ready. He grips it and rips it. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Runner will be out. Anyway, on the strikeout, Ferguson goes back-to-back. Picks up 2 strikeouts in the first inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the first as Iowa holds Wartburg in the top half. Gable Mitchell, Caleb Wolf, and Cooper Schulte due up for the black and gold when we come back. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. All right, Iowa holds Wartburg off the board in the top of the first. The Knights did collect a hit, but that was all. And here is the batting order for the black and gold this afternoon. Gable Mitchell and Caleb Wolf will be the first 2 in the box. That hasn't changed, and really don't see that changing much of the season. Cooper Schulte moves up in Miles Risley's absence. Schulte will bat third and be playing shortstop. Kellen Strohmeyer's in the cleanup spot, batting fourth and playing right. Joey Narrett is in left and will bat fifth. The DH today is Mitch Wood in the 6th spot. 7, 8, 9 is Jackson Frost, Max Burt, and Jalen Ziegler. Mitchell in the box for Iowa, left-handed hitter. Starting pitcher for Wartburg is Zach Byrne, left-handed hurler from West Des Moines. And when we talked with Coach Klunder of the Knights before the game, he said, Byrne's a soft lefty. He'll spin it. Sophomore, attended West Des Moines Valley High School, stands at 6 feet 1 inch. He's fallen behind Mitchell 2-0. Now the next one from Gable hit him in the hip. Gable hit by the pitch. That came in at 66 miles an hour, so Coach Klunder wasn't kidding when he said that Byrne was a soft lefty. Now, we'll say that's challenging to hit. Soft left-handers are tougher to hit than you think. And, we talked about it last Tuesday with Platteville in town before Iowa really got going in that game. It took some adjustment. Here's Caleb Wolf taking a strike on the outer third. It is an adjustment to see a weekend full of upper 80s, low 90s, and then to kind of get cooled off. Game back home. Time called for as Gable Mitchell needs a new pitch comm, needs a new communicator for his batting helmet so that he can get the right signs. I was wearing gold batting helmets today because our equipment van did not come back after our trip to Florida. It's going straight from Florida to Texas. And so we left some equipment on the van. Here's Caleb Wolf down in the count, 0-1. The pitch. Caleb takes another strike, 0-2. Wolf had a nice weekend in Florida. Caleb batting .393 on the season, 11 hits in 28 at-bats. Down in the count here, 0-2 though. Byrne will whip it over to first. Gable's back without the dive. Iowa beat Wisconsin Platteville 34-5 a week ago in the home opener. Here's the 0-2 to Wolf. Caleb hits on the ground. Diving stop by the shortstop. Pops up, throws to second for the force out. Mitchell out there. Liam Bender, great play. Local product from North Liberty. Moving to his right towards third. He dove to knock that ball down. Wolf safe at first. Mitchell out at second. That brings up Cooper Schulte, right-handed hitting shortstop for the Hawks. Wolf with a good lead at first. Cooper swings at the first pitch he sees, pops it up shallow right center. Greider and Scott come together. It's Scott, the right fielder, who makes the catch for out number 2. Schulte out on the F9. And that brings up Kellen Strohmeyer. Strohmeyer, left-handed hitting right fielder. Wartburg's got a major shift over to the right side against Strohmeyer. Kellen sends it up the middle for a base hit. Wolf's around second. He'll stop there. Strohmeyer took off from first. He's at second now. He's going to be caught in a rundown. Here's the throw to first. Strohmeyer's caught in no man's land, and he's tagged out. Strohmeyer rounded first hard. Wolf was standing at second base, and by the time Kellen saw that Caleb was at second, well, Kellen was there too. Miscommunication, a little bit too aggressive from Kellen, and he's tagged out trying to get back to first. All right, we're through one at Banks. No score between Wartburg and Iowa. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeye Nation, the wait is over. Carver Hawkeye Arena is calling, and the Iowa men's basketball team is ready to light it up under new head coach Ben McCullum. It's his first year at the helm, and the Hawks are ready to fly with high-octane style of play that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Single game tickets are on sale now. Secure your seat, bring the energy, and help give the Hawks the home court advantage. Head to HawkeyeSports.com and grab your tickets today. Let's pack Carver and make this season one to remember. Go Hawks!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
John Leo with you from Duane Banks Field in Iowa City. We're on to the second inning. No score between Wartburg and Iowa. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the visiting Knights. Andrew Robinson will lead it off, the starting second baseman. Right-handed hitter Brady Ferguson continuing to pitch for the black and gold. First pitch from Brady's chopped right back to him. Brady fields the spinner. Underhand toss to Wolf at first. One pitch, one out. Good start for Ferguson.
Designated hitter for the night, number 12.
As we heard from Coach Heller earlier today, clean defense by Iowa down in Florida. Only one error. It was a pitcher error. And so good to see the Hawkeyes fielding the position well. Here's Dylan Stockdale, the DH, another right-handed hitter for the Knights. They've got a few lefties in the lineup, but mostly right-handers. Bases are empty with one out. Next pitch, slider, strike at the knees, 1-1. Stockdale, a local product to Wartburg, hometown kid, Waverly, Iowa. 1-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball to short. Schulte charges, plays it off to the glove side, and throws it across the diamond for the second out of the inning.
Now batting Wartburg catcher, number 2, Garrick Turner.
And Garrick Turner comes up, the catcher. First pitch, a spinner hit off the end of the bat. Gable Mitchell has to try to barehand it. He picks it up late. That was hit off the end of the bat by Turner. Mitchell sprinting to his left towards the right field line. Had to jam on the brakes because the ball was spinning so much that it was mowing the grass on the way out there. And it kicked then to his bare hand side where he tried to knock it down, and he did, but then could just not pick it up in time and get it over to first. And so Turner is on with what's being scored as an error. Runner at first and 2 outs for Cole Grider. Ferguson's pitch just inside. That's a ball. Plan is for Fergie to go 2 innings. Looking to have a clean outing. Just needs one more out. He's missed on a couple in a row now. It's 2-1. Scored as an E4 on Mitchell. Broadcaster Jinx just talking about the good defense that Iowa had played. Ferguson throws a fastball at 93 past Grider. Count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ferguson working very quickly on the mound for the Hawkeyes. Brady's ready. The freshman deals. Strike 3 called. Front door slider. Started at the hip of the right-handed hitter and dropped right in front of him for strike 3. Good outing for Brady Ferguson. 2 clean innings. A base runner in each, but left him stranded and picked up 3 strikeouts. To the bottom of the second we go. Joey Narrett will lead it off. We're back after this. No score between Wartburg and Iowa. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey Hawks, it's Coach Ben McCullum. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hey, it's Coach Jan Jensen. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly, live at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar at the Iowa River Landing. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
No score in the bottom of the second inning between Wartburg and Iowa. Joey Narrett, Mitch Wood, and Jackson Frost due up for the black and gold in this inning, taking on Zach Byrne, left-handed pitcher for the Knights, left-hander from West Des Moines. And here comes Joe Narrett. Heck of a weekend down in Florida. Went 3 for 3 in one game, including 3 doubles. Narrett up near the top of the team in batting average, 478. He's 11 of 23, 5 extra base hits. Second on the team behind Cooper Schulte. All of those extra base hits are doubles. 4 runs batted in. First pitch strike from Byrne, the 0-1. Joe hits in the air, left center field. Center fielder over, still running. He slides and makes the catch. Good play by Grider. And Narrett is out number 1. And that brings up Mitch Wood.
Now batting for Iowa, designated hitter number 24, Mitch Wood.
Wood getting the nod at DH for the Hawks today. has mainly been getting pinch hit appearances so far this season. He's 3 of 7. Right-handed hitter, swings at the first pitch he sees. Flares one out to left field. Shortstop back, over-the-shoulder catch is made by Bender, who's made a couple of nice plays for the Knights. And Iowa going down quickly in the second. There are 2 down. Probably need Jackson to take one.
Now batting third baseman, number 27, Jackson Frost.
Frost off to a bit of a slow start for the Hawkeyes this season. 2 of 17. Get his swing back and pack a punch in this lineup. One of the things we talked about with Coach Sutherland, pretty much after every game down in Florida, need to get this lineup back to being tough outs 1 through 9. 0-1 pitch to Frost. That's off the edge, outside 1-1. I think over the years that we've been doing these games, Iowa's best teams are the ones that, 1 through 9, scrappy, tough outs. 1-1, that bounced off the dirt and then hit Frost. Kicked up and hit Jackson. He'll take his base. Not asking everybody to be a Gable Mitchell leadoff type of guy, but the approach needs to be similar, and that's what Coach Sutherland feels like the team's close to getting to. And that's what, when we talked with Coach after the game on Sunday, was probably a little bit of the frustration kicking in that we kind of let Florida Atlantic get away with one because we got away from our approach. If we would have, as Coach was telling us, if we would have stuck to our plan, we would have had a field day, but for some reason didn't have the focus required to get the sweep, to take down the Owls. And so expecting an inspired performance, getting back to that focus. Starting here today before we get ready for the games down in Texas. So Frost hit by the pitch. He stands at first base. Max Burt, the catcher, is up. Burt and Matt Delgado have been toggling back and forth, earning even starts so far this season. Burt's seen a couple of off-speed pitches miss in, and so Max is up in the count. 2-0. Burt, a redshirt sophomore from Mason City, attended Newman Catholic. .500 batter this season. Burt 6 of 12. 4 runs batted in. He's drawn 4 walks. Frost with a good lead at first base. And the 2-0 to Burt. Max got his hand started. He left it. High strike. Let it go. Jalen Ziegler is on deck if the Hawkeyes can get to him. We're in the bottom of the second. No score between Wartburg and Iowa. Frost again with that big lead over there, getting in a stare down with the left-handed pitcher. And Burt took another high strike. That one was at the letters. And it's 2-2 now. Wartburg will have 9-1-2 due up in the third. The Hawkeyes will be rolling out Carter Wilcox. Burns set. Frost takes off. The 2-2 hit. Burt got him in the leg. So 2 Hawkeyes are hit right in a row.
Batting for the Hawks, center fielder, number 7, Jalen Ziegler.
And we will see Ziegler in this inning. First and second and 2 outs. Ziegler takes a spinner outside from Byrne. Ziegler, the opening day starter in left field, takes a strike, high outside portion of the zone. Ziegler and Joey Narrett have been splitting time in left. Ziegler known for his speed. He gets the start in center field today. The 1-1 to Jay-Z is outside for a ball. this was the scheduled home opener before we added UW-Platteville. Still would have been a very early start to the season. But fortunate to be able to play baseball in Iowa in February. Certainly reasonable weather. Didn't get a great look from Kyle Huseman up in the box. He didn't like that answer. He didn't like that comment. Next pitch to Ziegler, up and away, 3-1. Kyle is the one up here that brought the space heater. Now, I don't give Kyle a headset. He's sitting right next to me. You didn't plug it in, Kyle. You bring it, but you don't plug it in. If John Evans were here, he'd be all over you. 3-1 to Ziegler, hit on the ground, hard to short. Backhand stop and thrown to third for the force out. Nice play, Bender to Troja for the force out. All right, we're through 2 in Iowa City. No score between Wartburg and Iowa. We'll bring you the third new Hawkeye pitcher into the game. We'll introduce him. Carter Wilcox coming into the game after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Top of the third inning in Iowa City. Wartburg nothing, Iowa nothing. We're moving right along, each team with one hit. Brady Ferguson got the start for Iowa, and he went 2 clean innings. We'll give you his final line after we introduce Carter Wilcox, the new pitcher for the Hawkeyes. Left-handed freshman from Aurora, Colorado, stands at 6'1", left-handed freshman for the Black and Gold coming into the game. He's making his second appearance on the season, expecting this one to go a little bit better than the first one that he had earlier this year. As Wilcox started the game against Northeastern, he did not record an out, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs. He walked 2, faced 5 batters, threw 26 pitches, threw 12 strikes, so just couldn't locate and find the strike zone. And Coach Heller and the Hawkeyes had a relatively short hook on that Sunday game against Northeastern that Iowa did ultimately win. And so you know that Carter's excited to get back out there after having not pitched this most recent weekend down in Florida. So we go right-handed Ferguson, now left-handed Wilcox, and ideally, according to Coach Heller, let's get 2 clean from Carter, and then we'll move right down the line. Ferguson, who got the start, he went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. That's good for Fergie and the Hawkeyes. Nothing doing for either team in the run department on an overcast and cold day in Iowa City. Wilcox, left-handed pitcher. Fastball at 92 sailed up and away for ball 1. This is Liam Bender. He's the 9-hitter. Sophomore from North Liberty. Left-handed arm, right-handed stick in this matchup. There's a called strike. Home plate umpire Daniel Adkins got a pretty big zone today. Todd Savage is at first, Josh Mara at second, and Jeff Freeze, third base umpire today. Ball and a strike. Wilcox ready. He deals to Bender. Bottom of the zone for his strike. 1-2. Carter's worked ahead now. 91 there with the fastball. Good pitch from Wilcox. Carter winds and fires the 1-2. That's fouled back off of the gear of Burt. We'll do it again at 1-2. Wilcox stands tall on the rubber, then steps behind it to begin his windup. Slider slipped out of the hand and missed wide, 2-2. Bender 1 for 11 to start the season. The 2-2. Beauty of a breaking ball dropped in the back door. And that's a called third strike. One time through the order, Iowa pitching has picked up 4 strikeouts, allowed 1 hit. Defense has committed 1 error. And we'll flip things to the top. For Troja, bounced out to Frost to start the game today. Wilcox pumps 93 inside the left-handed hitter. This is same side here, lefty on lefty. Wilcox ready, the 1-0. Popped foul over to the left and out of play. Carter looks much more confident in this outing. Certainly around the strike zone a lot more than he was against Northeastern, so that's a good sign for Carter. He winds and fires the 1-1. It's on its way home. Breaking ball dropped in the front door, 1-2. No score between Wartburg and Iowa, top of the third. See what Carter throws here. He's got the breaking ball today. Here comes the 1-2. Just inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, 2-2, up and in on the hand, ouch. Going to award Troja first base. That got him on the forearm. That did not feel good. Fastball at 93, right up and in. Troja's going to take his time. That got him in a tough spot. He has an elbow guard or an arm guard of some sort, but I think that caught him where he did not have protection on the arm, and so Troja sprinted out of the box out of frustration, really. And on a cold day, it's never good to get hit, but on a cold day, athletic trainer for Wartburg going out to 10 to Troja. That very well, laces could have peeled some skin there. That's going to burn. He didn't really plunk him. It skidded on his arm. And so we'll take some time here to check on Troja. All right, looks like he's good to go. Wartburg's had a base runner in every inning so far, but Iowa pitching has recovered nicely and not allow any advancement. Here's Andrew Gallegos. Gallegos has Wartburg's hit. He singled up the middle. Lefty on righty matchup. First pitch from Wilcox. That's fouled back. That wiped the mask clean off of Max Bird, who I feel like we need to say this every time. Max has the old-fashioned catching mask. He doesn't have the hockey goalie lid like you see most modern styles present. He wears the backwards batting helmet with the face shield. Foul tip by Gallegos. He's down in the count, 0-2. It doesn't surprise us at all that Burt goes with the old school look. Growing his hair out a little bit too. No balls and 2 strikes. Wilcox set from the belt. He throws over to first, and Troja picked off. He was leaning the wrong way, and Wilcox whipped it over there. And after being hit by the pitch, Troja is picked off first base. And now Wilcox can quickly get out of this inning. The count is 0-2 on Gallegos. Wilcox goes back to the windup. He spins it high. 1-2. Wilcox ready, and the 1-2. That's skipped on the turf. Low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So he's stuck with the fastball, but he's missed high and low. We'll see what he throws on the 2-2. Wilcox gets a new sign. Doesn't like the original one coming through. We'll see what he decides for himself. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He went to the fastball. Gallegos late. And 2 strikeouts in the third for Wilcox. Bottom half of the inning coming up. No score between Wartburg and Iowa. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Top of the order due up for Iowa as we move on to the bottom of the third inning. Gable Mitchell, Caleb Wolf, and Cooper Schulte. Iowa with a couple of hits time through the order. But no runs to show for it. Byrne continuing to pitch for Wartburg, under the direction of head coach Casey Klunder in his third season with the Knights. Talked with him pregame. I have a personal connection with Coach Klunder. He was the head coach of Waverly Shellrock when I was in high school in Olwine. A lot of great games, Huskies and Go Hawks on the baseball diamond. Very competitive, very spirited rivalry. And so really nice to catch up with Coach Klunder today before the game. Spent some time at Central before coming back to Waverly. Too good to pass up Waverly, I guess. Gable Mitchell in the box. He takes one outside for a ball. Now one on the inner third at 65 for a strike, 1-1. 1-1. Gable way out in front of 62. Well, I bet Gable hasn't seen 62 in quite some time. One-two from Byrne. That's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see how Iowa adjusts. Haven't seen the batters physically move up in the box to shorten that mound to plate distance. 2-2 to Mitchell. That bounced in the dirt, ball 3. Full count to Gable Mitchell to lead off the bottom of the third inning. Each team with 2 hits but no runs. 3-2. Low and away. Ball 4. And Mitchell is on for the second time today. Hit by a pitch in the first, now walks. Here's Caleb Wolf. Shows the bunt. Pitch is low and outside. Good stop by Turner behind the plate. Mitchell is dancing around at first. Another bunt attempt. Caleb doesn't see a strike, and so it drifted low and away, and he pulled the bat back. 2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count now for Caleb. We'll see if the bunt is still on. The 2-0. Caleb lines instead into center, and it's down for a base hit. Mitchell around second, sprinting for third. Gable on his way. He slides in safely. Wolf on the backside moves up to second. That's more like it from the Hawkeye offense. Leadoff walk turns into a runner in scoring position. And then Caleb Wolf with the double there. Second and third. Gable a little shaken up at third base as he dove into third. I think it was just a hard landing. It wasn't the most graceful slide out of Gable. So he's moving a little slowly. And Cooper Schulte's up with 2 in scoring position and nobody out. Bottom of the third. Hawkeyes knocking at the door. The 1-0 pitch. Schulte takes a strike, very bottom of the zone. Iowa fans letting the home plate umpire know about that. Didn't like that call. 1 ball, 1 strike with nobody out. The pitch to Schulte. Low and in. Ball 2. Kellen Strohmeyer on deck. Schulte trying to drive home a couple runs. Cooper gets under this pitch, skies it in the air down the right field line, angling towards the clubhouse, and hits off the roof foul. 2-2 is the count. That pitch was middle for Coop. Just got under it. He's working with Coach Pearson, Coach Sutherland before the game today during BP. 2-2 pitch. Coop fouled it off. Schulte stays alive. Mitchell at third, Wolf at second. Iowa with an opportunity to get on the board first this afternoon. Byrne comes set, the left-hander ready. He pitches to Schulte. Cooper lines into center field for a base hit. Well struck. Mitchell scores. Here comes Wolf. He'll touch home. Schulte sprinting to second. And it is a 2 RBI double. And the Hawkeyes on the board. It's 2-0. Again, middle up from Byrne, and this time Schulte drove through the ball and connected well into left center to get the scoring started. It comes in the bottom of the third, 2-0 Hawks. Here's Kellen Strohmeyer, nobody out. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Strohmeyer. Low and away, ball 1. Playing very deep in right field against Strohmeyer, who's hit by the pitch. 61 miles an hour. The spinner from Byrne was up and in, and it clipped Strohmeyer's jersey. And we see Coach Klunder appear out of the Wartburg dugout over to the left, and he's going to be making a pitching change. In the third, Iowa leads it 2-0. And with a couple runners on and nobody out, Joey Narrett will face a new Wartburg pitcher. We will take a pitching change break and introduce the new Wartburg pitcher when we come back. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Go for the big Honda savings. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are on sale. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Go for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/2/26.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. New pitcher into the game for Wartburg is Connor Funk, a right-handed senior. He's from Edgewood, just north of here. Attended West Delaware High School. And Funk will be in first out of the Wartburg bullpen, making his second appearance of the season with a 9 flat ERA. He does have a save on the season in his 1 inning pitched. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run. Does have a strikeout. Opponents batting .400 against him. He did hit a batter in his outing. The Knights are 3-0 on the season. Iowa 5-2.
Now batting for the Hawks. Left fielder number
And so Joey Narrett will see Connor Funk. So they go left-hander to right-hander now do the Knights. First and second, nobody out. First pitch to Narrett is in the dirt for a ball. Turner's done a nice job behind the plate on pitches in the dirt. He hasn't let anything get by him. 2-0 Iowa. The Hawkeyes have opened up the scoring in this inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch to Narrett. Low and away. Ball 2. Funk trying to hit the low outside edge of the zone. Couldn't quite clip it. Two balls and no strikes now. Wind blowing over to right. Narrett had a good weekend in Florida, out in front of the changeup, low and away, 2-1. Very hard pitch to pull. 76 miles an hour, very bottom left corner of the strike zone. Funk ready with the 2-1. Here it comes. That's outside, ball 3. Wartburg opened their season in Indianapolis with 6-5, 4-1, and 15-5 wins. 3 balls and a strike on Narrett. The pitch, swing and a miss. Mid-70s from Funk, bottom of the zone. And now the count's full. Nobody out for Iowa. Bottom of the third, it's 2-0. Hawks have gotten out to the lead. With runners at first and second, here's the 3-2. Narrett took downstairs for ball 4. Bases are loaded now for Mitch Wood. Seems like almost every time that Mitch has come to the plate this season, the bases have been loaded. Not the case earlier today, but he's pretty active with the bases loaded. Home run swing there from Wood, but he comes up empty. 86 from Funk, so a little bit different than Byrne, who got the start for Wartburg. Bases loaded, nobody out. Chance for a big inning for Iowa. Here comes the 0-1. Slider outside, maybe a bit up too. Pretty good pitch there from Funk. Had Wood thinking about it, but he didn't offer it. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Wood cranks it down the left field line, but it'll hook foul. Wood batting .375. He's 0 for 1 today with a pop-up to short. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, low and away. Turner, again, really good job behind the plate. He knocked it down. No advancement from the runners. Two-two to Wood. Got a piece of it, fouled it off his own leg. We'll do it again. Jackson Frost on deck. Carter Wilcox, the plan was for him to get 2 innings of work. He's been getting warm, literally, in the dugout. 2-2. Wood hits it foul on a line over to the right. Iowa's got heaters in its dugout. Nice and warm. So Carter's probably camped underneath one of those as this has turned into a long inning. Nobody out, bases are loaded, and the count is 2-2. Funk works out of the windup, and he pitches in the dirt for ball 3. No place to put him. Full count, the 3-2 to Wood. Wood golfs into left center field, which is down for a base hit. 1 run coming in. Here comes another. They'll hold up Narrett at third. And 2 runs come across on the 2 RBI single to left from Mitch Wood. It's 4-0 Hawks. Mitch went down to get it. Fastball 86 below the zone. And Wood is getting ready for golfing season. He got underneath it and flared it over short into left center. 4-0 Iowa, and Jackson Frost coming to the dish. Jackson Frost, who was hit by a pitch in the second, he'll come up now. Schulte scored, and Strohmeyer followed on that base hit from Mitch Wood. Frost takes a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Second time through the order, Iowa's bats have come alive. Frost 2 of 17 to start the year. He's drawn 5 walks, though. Watches a pitch sail inside for a ball, 1-1. First and third, still nobody out in the Hawkeye third, 4-0. Next pitch to Frost, downstairs. 2-1. Iowa getting set for a big weekend down in Texas. The competition has slowly ramped up. Opening weekend with Kansas State, Air Force, and Northeastern. Then a true road series this past weekend at Florida Atlantic. And now neutral site contests against 3 very good teams. Frost swings and saws one off foul over to the right. We'll open things at the Frisco College Baseball Classic on Friday night, 6:30 p.m. against Alabama. Pre-game show will begin at 6 o'clock from Frisco. 2-2 to Frost. Jackson chops to short. Backhand stop. The throw to second for the force. They get 1 out there. No throw to first. And coming down the line to score is Joey Narrett. So Frost brings home a run on the ground out. Frost is safe on the force out rather at second. Mitch Wood is out there. And it's 5-0 now Iowa.
Catcher number 3, Max Burke.
After Iowa plays Alabama on Friday night, have a quick turnaround and play Houston at noon on Saturday. and then finish up the weekend against 19th-ranked Oregon State at 11 o'clock. So 1 night game and 2 day games. Not afternoon games, day games. So, the Houston game will start at noon, but that's getting to the ballpark 9:30, 10 o'clock. After that, we start gearing up for conference play. We'll have a series of home games when we get back from Texas, beginning with a midweek against Loras, and then Lindenwood comes to town for 3 games, first weekend in March. That is Iowa's bye week. Everybody else starts conference play that weekend, opening weekend in March. But Iowa has a bye from conference play due to the odd number of teams, and so the Hawkeyes will play Lindenwood 3 games here. Looking ahead, the weather doesn't look too bad. Mid-50s, upper 40s for that weekend. And then it'll be back to the road after a game against St. Thomas the following Tuesday. Back on the road to start Big Ten play at Penn State and then at Michigan State. First 2 conference series are on the road. Does not get much easier for Iowa, who starts 5 of the first 6 weekends away from Iowa City. Ball and 2 strikes on Max Burt. Funk and the Knights are certainly concerned about Jackson Frost at first base. They've thrown it over several times. Jackson's been able to get back. He's got a huge lead. And they'll throw it over again, getting a little bit closer each time. Another pickoff move, 3 in a row. Crowd getting a bit restless. Burt was hit by a pitch in the second. 5-0. The Hawkeyes have put up a nickel in this third. 1 out for Burt. Count is 1-2. Huge lead now at first base from Frost. He's just baiting him to throw it over again. Will Jackson be going? I don't know. This is a pretty big lead. He stays put. Burt fouls it back sharply into the netting. Jalen Ziegler is on deck. Wartburg will have 3, 4, and 5 due up when we get to the 4th inning. 1-2 to Burt. Swing and a miss. Crossed up by off speed, and Burt is out number 2. Probably going to run into a couple of those today. Not used to seeing mid-70s consistently. It's a good pitch by Funk. 2 outs for Jalen Ziegler. Starting center fielder for Iowa today. He shows the bunt, drops it down the third baseline. Funk comes off the mound, picks it up, throws to first, and it's not in time. They'll throw to second. Try to get Frost, who overran the bag. He's safe there. All Hawkeyes safe. Very good bunt from Ziegler. That was a close play at first. Really nice job by Funk to come off the mound. And he threw an accurate ball to first. But Jay-Z's just got too much speed. And so he beat out the bunt. And we'll flip it to the top of the order now for Gable Mitchell. The Hawkeyes have batted around in the third. First and second, 2 outs. Pitch. Gable takes above the letters for ball 1. Gable has not seen much to hit today. 1-0 delivery from Funk. Here it comes. Gable takes, just low and out. Tried to clip the bottom of the zone, didn't get the call. Outfield playing very deep to defend Mitchell. Spin move, throw to second. Very good move by Funk. Frost was back. Iowa's dugout communicating loudly, telling Jackson to get back. 2 balls, no strikes on Mitchell. The pitch from Funk. Outside and low, ball 3. Caleb Wolf on deck. Like to see Wolfie come up with the bases loaded. There are 2 outs in the inning. Iowa's scored 5 runs to open up the scoring. 5-0 Hawks in the third. See if Gable's got the green light on 3-0. Here's the pitch. He's got the red light. It's called a strike. Low outside corner. Gable can't stand it. He spins around in the box, shakes his head, kind of throws his hands up. Like, really? Bit of an expanded zone. Not totally unexpected on 3-0. Next pitch to Gable. They'll try a spin move and throw to second again. And Frost is back. That's a pretty good move. I mean, you can see it coming, but that's pretty good execution from Wartburg there. But Jackson was ready, and he got back. And now a time violation on the Wartburg pitcher. That's the second time that he has not allowed the Iowa hitter to get his eyes up before he has gotten on the rubber ready to pitch. And so that's ball 4. Awarded the walk due to the time violation. So we will see Caleb Wolf come up with the bases loaded. And it's been a pretty productive inning here for the Hawks. Trying to break it open. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Wolfie. Caleb skies down the left field line towards the Wartburg bullpen. And that is fouling out of play. Caleb saw 86, bottom of the zone, couldn't get the hands through, and he sliced it off over to the left. Wolf singled and scored in the third. The 0-1. Caleb sends on the ground up the middle and through into center. Frost will score. Here comes Ziegler. He'll score. Mitchell to third. 2 RBI single. Caleb Wolf right up the gut. Ground ball and a roller that got by Bender, who gave great effort towards the bag at second. And Iowa's extended its lead. 7-0. And here comes Cooper Schulte. Nobody's been throwing in Wartburg's bullpen, but now they've got several bodies down there. Arm circles and sprints getting loose. For right now, they're going to stick with Funk. Runners at the corners, 2 outs for Cooper Schulte. Fly out to right in the first. 2 RBI double in the third earlier this inning. 1-0 pitch. Schulte cranks down the left field line. Stay fair. It is just foul. Just to the left of the line. Not enough top spin on that ball to get it down. Schulte turned on 77 just a bit early. Counts 1-1 now. Wolf at first, Mitchell at third. They'll try a pickoff move. And Caleb gets back to first base. Seven runs across for Iowa in this inning. Feeling out Wartburg pitching to start. Here's the delivery outside, ball 2. Two balls and a strike with 2 outs. The pitch to Schulte, off the plate away, ball 3. Schulte, a junior in his second season with the Hawkeyes from New London. Here comes the 3-1. That's outside, ball 4. Funk's been around, but a little bit too far off the edge. And there's a Hawkeye on every base now for Kellen Strohmeyer. The right-hander is getting loose for Wartburg. Down the left field line. I don't think he's ready to go yet, though. He just started throwing, and so they'll go with Funk. First pitch to Kellen Strohmeyer, slapped it back. Foul ball. 86, middle in. Good pitch from Funk. Kellen tried to quickly get the hands through. No balls and a strike on Strohmeyer. He's reached twice today. Next pitch, just low and away. Turner tried to bring it back in. Strohmeyer, his 4th season with the Hawkeyes. Redshirt junior from Dubuque. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good cut from Strohmeyer. Kellen tried to pull it to right. Funk out of the windup. Here comes the 1-2 to Strohmeyer. Inside 2-2. That was close. Good changeup. Kellen took it. It was just in. Strohmeyer choked up on the bat. Trying to shorten, quicken his swing. The 2-2. Inside. That's also high, and Kellen turned away. Just about caught him in the hands. Full count. Runners will be on the move. Iowa leads 7-0, bottom of the 3rd. Funk winds and fires the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strohmeyer down on strikes. A good changeup that dropped out of the bottom of the zone. And Kellen strikes out, and the Hawkeyes leave the bases loaded, but do plenty of damage in the 3rd. It is 7-0 Hawkeyes as 7 runs come across. We'll move on to the top of the 4th inning. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
Top of the 4th inning in Iowa City. 7-0 is our score. The Hawkeyes lead Wartburg in this midweek matchup this afternoon. Carter Wilcox back out to the mound for the black and gold. He spent quite a long time in the dugout. I think he was getting warm underneath the heaters. I don't know if anybody's going to be staying warm today. That's going to be hard to do. It's all right now. It's not too bad. It's going to get worse, though, so that's something that Coach Heller, we still need to get that sponsored pregame wind report from Coach Heller. I'm working on that. First pitch swinging is Jaden Scott. Right on the mound, Jackson Frost comes over. He climbs the ramp of the left side of the mound and makes the catch for out number 1. It was our first wind report of the season from Coach. We had, sometimes when I talk to Coach before the game, I wish I could video record it and publish it, because you get the hand motions coming in that really let you know where the wind's coming from. Okay, it's coming from the right to the left, and Coach Heller, he gets those hands going, letting everybody know where it's going. You got to watch out when you're talking to him. I'm sitting next to him in the dugout. He's all over, rocking back and forth. Eventually we got to the point, the conclusion is The wind will be coming in from left at some point today, and when that happens, it's going to get cold. Charlie Kruger, the batter for Wartburg. Nobody on base. There is one out. He fouled off the first pitch. Now he takes upstairs from Wilcox with the slider. One. Ooh, got him in the shoulder. Kruger tried to duck and turn away from that pitch, and it didn't do him any good. He almost leaned into it, not by design, of course, but he turned, and it got him in the back of the right shoulder. Flip it over to the right side. Here's Andrew Robinson. First pitch, fastball up and away at 90. We got the pitching plan from Coach Heller. It was the first 2 innings to Brady Ferguson, who was clean. Gave up 1 hit, struck out 3. Carter Wilcox would get the next 2. Here's a pass ball, as a fastball was up and in, and Burt could not snag it. It's 2-0. So the plan is for Wilcox to take the 3rd and the 4th. And then from then on, it'll be situational. We'll see where the game's at. Well, the game is currently 7-0 in the top of the 4th inning. Runner at second base now and 1 out. Wilcox has fallen behind 2-0. Next pitch. That's a high strike. Very top part of the zone. Big gap in left center field for Robinson for Wartburg. The 2-1. That's right down the pipe, 2-2. Carter's done a real nice job getting back to even this count after falling behind 2-0. And he gets set to pitch to Robinson, who bounced out to the pitcher in the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wilcox ready. He kicks and fires. That's fouled off the home plate umpire. We'll do it again at 2-2. Carter's been pretty good with both the fastball and the slider. We'll see what he goes with here, the 2-2. It's the high heater, and he gets a swing and a miss. Robinson down on strikes. Wilcox' 3rd strikeout of the day. And here comes Dylan Stockdale. Stockdale, the DH, grounded out to short in the second. Runner at second, and 2 outs for the Knights in the 4th. First pitch from Wilcox. He left the slider high for a ball. Carter's looked a bit better against right-handed hitters than left-handers today. He has hit a couple of left-handed hitters. 1-0 pitch from Wilcox. Check swing, didn't matter. That's a called strike right down the middle. Iowa batted around in the bottom of the 3rd. They'll pick things up with Narrett, Wood, and Frost. We'll see if the Hawkeyes make any changes in the middle of the game. 1-1 pitch, low and away. 2 balls and a strike on Stockdale. Stockdale entered the game limited at bats the first weekend for Wartburg, 1 for 5, but he did score 3 runs. 2-1 pitch, bottom of the zone, called a strike. 2-2. Stockdale, pretty selective hitter as a DH, drew 3 walks, also hit by a pitch opening weekend. Wilcox is ready with the 2-2, and he feels it and deals it. Strike 3 called, bottom of the zone again, this time with the fastball, and he shuts things down in the 4th with back-to-back strikeouts. And that's a good outing from Wilcox to build that confidence back up. And a good job by Carter to get us through the 3rd and the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up, Iowa 7, Wartburg nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Leo with you from Duane Banks Field in Iowa City. Home contest against Wartburg this afternoon. Pleasure to have you along with us. Iowa leads the Knights 7-0 after hanging a 7 spot up on the board in the third. Batted around time and a half. And so Joey Narrett will lead it off, the 5-hitter, followed by Mitch Wood and Jackson Frost. Will face a new pitcher for Wartburg. This is Logan Sullivan, right-handed junior from Fargo, North Dakota. Stands at 6 feet 3 inches. And the right-hander is ready to pitch for Wartburg. A lot of Iowans on this team, as you'd come to expect for the Knights. But Sullivan, not one of them. From Fargo, North Dakota, that's way up there. I spent time broadcasting Northwoods League Baseball an entire summer in Bismarck, North Dakota. So you got to go to Fargo first, and then you split the state in half to get over to Bismarck.
Left fielder number 32, Joey Narrett.
Bottom of the fourth, here comes Narrett, left-handed power hitter for the Hawks. First pitch from Sullivan. Curveball in for a strike. A little 12-6 action. You can see that really bump out of the hand. No balls and a strike on Narrett, the pitch. Low and in. Good hang from Joey to not go after that. Narrett flied out to center in the second. He walked in the third, now leading off the fourth. 1-1. Curveball in the dirt. Also outside, 2-1. Third pitcher into the game today for Wartburg. Here's the 2-1. That bounced in front of the plate, 3-1 now. Byrne got the start, went 2 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Connor Funk came in after that. Threw an inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Next pitch to Narrett is a strike on the outer black of the plate. Full count. Byrne was a left-hander and then have gone to back-to-back right-handers out of the pen now. 3-2. That's inside for ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Hawks in the fourth. Joey Narrett draws it. And that'll bring up Mitch Wood.
Now batting the Hawkeyes designated hitter, number 24, Mitch Wood.
Wood's the DH. Singled in 2 runs his last time up. Fastball in on the hands. He extended him above his head to avoid taking the baseball to the wrist. 1 ball, no strikes on Wood, the senior from Ottumwa. He's been with the Hawkeyes for quite some time. Started here, then went to Northern Kentucky, and then came back. 1 ball, no strikes on Wood, right-handed hitter. Try to pick off move to first. Narrett's back. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Iowa on top 7-0. Wood, another one of those bats for Iowa. Pretty hard to keep out of the lineup. He's got a lot of pop in it. Takes a curveball that had a lot of movement, started at the very top of the zone, then dropped below it for a ball. Across the plane of the plate. In time, here's the 2-0 pitch to Mitch. Wood skies it high in the air. Shallow right. Second baseman Robinson moving back. Still drifting, and it's over his head, and it bounced in front of the right fielder. That's down for a single. And that's a tough play. Robinson got caught backpedaling there, and Scott, the right fielder, didn't take an aggressive angle towards the ball. Always harder for the infielder going back and out than it is for the outfielder coming in. You probably want the outfielder coming in to make that play, but Scott wasn't in the zip code. And here is Jackson Frost. Nobody out. A couple of runners on for the Hawks. 7-0. As Iowa's offense picking it up now. Wind blowing out to right. 1-0. Frost sends on the ground to third. Backhand stop by the third baseman. Force out there. Throw to second. Double play. Troja with a nice play at third. Slid down to his knees. Backhand pick off the turf. He was basically at the bag by the time he got up. Stepped on it with his right foot and then fired it to second. You don't see that too often. The 5-4 double play. A little bit unlucky there for Jackson. He hit it right to the bag. And so now there are 2 outs. Runner on first for Max Burt. And that's a big defensive play for Wartburg when Iowa looked like it was threatening with another big inning. Iowa out hitting Wartburg 8-2. 1-0 to Burt. In the dirt again. Frost taking off for second. The throw down. He is way out. Never made it to the bag. The ball bounced. The pitch bounced in front of the plate, and it popped up to Turner. Perfect hop to him, and he threw it down to second. I don't know what Jackson's going to do there. You read the downward angle, you think pitch in the dirt, but when it pops up perfectly to the catcher, and he makes a good throw down, well, that'll do it. Strange inning. A lot of base runners for Iowa, but a double play and a caught stealing, and basically Iowa goes down in order. Strange inning. All right, Max Burt will lead off the next inning when the Hawkeyes come around to hit. But for now, Iowa holds on to the 7-0 lead as we move on to the 5th. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Top of the 5th inning in Iowa City. New pitcher into the game for Iowa is right-handed junior Bo Leisure. He hails from Knoxville, Iowa. Started his career at Abilene Christian, then went to Kirkwood, and now he is a Hawkeye as a junior. And Leisure will be making his third appearance of the season, an inning and a third so far. He's given up 1 hit, 3 runs. He's walked 2, struck out 3. ERA of 20.26. It's been a bit of a rocky start for Bo as a Hawkeye, but see if he can have a clean outing for the Hawks in the 5th. Tall right-hander. He goes from the stretch only and deals a fastball above the letters for ball 1. 7, 8, 9, Turner, Grider, Bender. 1-0 is a better pitch. Dropped it a bit lower, and it's in for a strike, 1-1. Turner reached on what was initially scored as an error. They've changed that to a hit. Here's a spinner off the end of the bat, again towards Mitchell. Gable picks this up cleanly and quickly fires it over to Wolf for the first out of the inning. Turner was the one that hit that spinner off the end of the bat that gave Gable some trouble. Sammy B next door changed it to an infield single, took that error away. Good scoring decision from our fine SID next door. All right, 1 away for Wartburg. Here's Cole Grider, center fielder for the Knights. First pitch, strike. Pumped it at 91 right down the pipe. Grider, a junior from Ankeny. No balls and a strike. Leisure is ready. Kicks and fires. Spun it inside for a ball, evening the count at 1. Top of the 5th in Iowa City. We're moving right along, 7-0 Hawks. Leisure taking his time, the 1-1. Tapped foul over to the left. Snuck its way in through the Wartburg dugout. Iowa back on the road Friday through Sunday down in Texas. Not supposed to be as hot as it was in Florida, but certainly warmer than it is here. 1-2 from Leisure. Ooh, that's up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bo immediately goes to his hand. That slipped. Counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Leisure. Called third strike, bottom of the zone. Good pitch from Bo. He went off speed. That was right where it needed to be. 82, low and in.
Brings up the shortstop, number 14, Liam Bender.
And here comes the 9-hitter, Liam Bender. Bender's made some nice defensive plays for Wartburg. Takes a ball high. Wartburg without their leading hitter today, Keegan Schmidt. He's a senior from Independence. Not in the lineup today for the Knights. 1-0 pitch from Leisure. Spiked the fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count for Bender. 2-0 is the count. Next delivery from Leisure. Dropped in for a strike. Spun it at 79, very bottom of the zone. Bender taking his time getting back in the box. Righty on righty matchup. Leisure looking for a clean inning. 2-1. Inside for ball 3. Wartburg has had a base runner in every inning so far. Single in the first, single in the second, hit batter in the third, hit batter in the fourth. Don't have a base runner in this inning, but Bender's worked a 3-1 count. The pitch from Leisure in the dirt, ball 4. So Iowa has yet to record a 1-2-3 inning.
Now batting, third baseman number 5, Griffin.
We're in the 5th, and Iowa's on top 7-0. Hawkeyes are out hitting Wartburg 8-2. Knights belong to the American Rivers Conference. Major powerhouse in several sports, in particular wrestling and football. Griffin Troja is the batter and was on the poor end of an expanded strike zone there. Leisure whipped a fastball that was probably a ball and a half out, and it was called a strike. Bo will take it. Hawks will take it. Troja swings and misses at the next one that he sees. And quickly down in the count, 0-2. Leisure checking the runner at first, and now delivers the 0-2, high and out. Gets to the backstop. And the runner, Bender, gets to second base. Leisure's missed high on a couple, and Burt has had a hard time catching up to him. I don't know. Max must be setting up low, and Bo's missing high, because I haven't seen Max miss on too many. 1-2. That's up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the top of the Wartburg order. Troja, left-handed hitter. He's evened the count, 2-2. The pitch. Tapped foul in the box. Good hang. Bo worked high with the fastball. We'll see what he throws on 2-2 to try to get Troja. Leisure's pitch. Hit on the ground, left side. Long run for Frost. He scoops it up. Long throw on the money. Good play from Jackson. Across his body. Got it accurately to Wolf at first. As Frost cut off Schulte, his momentum carried him over towards first base. And he made a good throw across his body on the run. And the Hawkeyes hold the Knights in the 5th. 7-0 Iowa. We're back for the bottom half of the inning right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on. Getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
March on over to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort March 26th for an unforgettable performance by country music star Tracy Lawrence. Get ready to hear iconic hits such as Paint Me a Birmingham and Time Marches On, as well as find out who your friends are and Texas Tornado. This is one country music experience you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets now for this must-see concert at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop. We'll see you there.
Bottom of the 5th inning in Iowa City. The Hawkeyes on top of the Wartburg Knights 7-0. And Iowa will send a pinch hitter, Matt Delgado. You shouldn't call him a pinch hitter. He's going to go in for Max Burt, I suppose. Burt was slated to lead it off, but need to give Delgado some at-bats here, and he'll go in to catch. Jalen Ziegler will be next and flip it up to the top for Gable Mitchell. Iowa in control of this game. We do have the run rule in effect, but not quite there to the threshold yet. It is a 10-run advantage for either team after 7 innings. We are in the bottom of the 5th, and it's 7-0 Iowa.
Pitcher for the Hawkeyes, number 33, Matthew.
And here comes Matt Delgado. Delgado and Burt, like we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, splitting time as Iowa's backstop. Delgado, a grad senior from Monrovia, California, most recently at North Alabama. Delgado, a right-handed hitter. He's seen 2 benders that have been called strikes from Logan Sullivan, right-handed pitcher from Wartburg. See if Delgado can get the bat off his shoulder here. The 0-2. He tried to guide the next pitch. It was in the dirt. That delivery looked a little bit different than the first two. One ball, two strikes on Delgado, the pitch. Matt reached for it, scooped underneath it, hit it foul over to the right. Just a few midweek games in action across the Big Ten today. We'll get you a scoreboard update in a moment. One ball and two strikes on Delgado. Bases are clear. Check swing. Did he hold up? They send it down. He did not go, says the first base umpire Todd Savage. That's close. Delgado's first at bat of the game. Sullivan shakes off a sign, now agrees to the one that he got from his catcher, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. 77 miles an hour, low and away. And Delgado strikes out to begin Iowa's fifth. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. Does your bank treat you right? Tell them no bank you and become an unbanker at Community Choice. Only one game in action right now, Maryland and Delaware out in College Park. It is 9-7 Terps in the fourth. That game, yuck. That's a long game going on out there. That's some midweek pitching going on between the Blue Hens and the Terrapins. Here's Jalen Ziegler, takes ball one in on the hands. Delaware led 6-3, but then Maryland scored 6 to go up 9-6. An answer from Delaware to make it 9-7, only in the fourth. Much quicker game going on in Iowa City today, 7-0 Hawks with the lead over Wartburg, bottom of the fifth. Ziegler with an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sullivan ready to pitch. Here it comes. Curveball inside. Can really see it early out of the hand from Sullivan. It just pops up and then drops down. Two and one is the count on Ziegler, who has singled and scored today. He takes in again, ball 3. Sullivan being careful not to leave it over the heart of the plate for JZ. Righty on righty matchup. Sullivan doesn't like the first sign. Now he's got the one that he wants. The 3-1 pitch, low and away. And so Ziegler walks, and the Hawks are automatically in business then with his speed on the base paths. Cold day, want to be careful running a lot, I think. Just my 2 cents. Top of the order, Gable Mitchell's up. A lot of room on the ground to the right side. First pitch to Gable, he pushed a bunt foul to the left. Other games today in the Big Ten, Seattle and Washington. They'll get after it at 8 o'clock, a night midweek. That's not too big of a problem because the University of Washington is in Seattle, so it's a cross-town matchup between those two teams. A combined 1-13. Mitchell takes ball high, throw down to first is high and into the right field corner. Jay-Z's going to be running for a while. He's already around second, headed to third. Coach Pearson's going to throw up the stop sign, and Ziegler has to slam it on at third. A mistake there by Turner, who's been largely very good for Wartburg today. He fired it too tall past Gallegos at first. That got all the way into the corner. And Ziegler easily gets to third. Ball and a strike on Mitchell. Infield stays back for Wartburg in a 7-0 ball game, bottom 5. Pitch in the dirt. Turner blocked it. Sullivan's getting caught up somewhere because he's struggling to follow through with his motion to the plate. He's kind of short-arming a few of those off-speed pitches. Doesn't have the command of it right now. The 2-1. Gable hits off the end of the bat, and it spins foul over towards Coach Pearson. Washington 1-6 to start the season. Seattle 0-7. UCLA, after a 3-game sweep of top 10 TCU, they host San Diego State later tonight in LA. UCLA, the number 1 team in the country, will be in Iowa City the end of March. Can't wait for that series. UCLA ended Iowa's season a year ago. 2-2's in the dirt, ball 3. Rutgers and St. Joseph's were scheduled to play today, but that game's been canceled. Tomorrow, Indiana will be at Xavier, meeting between a pair of 2 and 5 teams. Mitchell had to offer it an outside pitch, just got his hands through and fouled it off to the left. Kansas is at Minnesota. Later on in the week, USC will play Cal Poly. Next pitch, Gable flares into center field. That's down for a base hit. Landed right on the beak of the Tiger Hawk. Ziegler will score. Mitchell's got an RBI single, and he continues his start to the season on a hot note. Gable's got a hit in every game for the Hawks this year. RBI single, it's 8-0. And we'll see Tyler Guerin up now, the two-way player, Friday night starter on the mound for the Hawks. Tall, left-handed hitter. He's a right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. And when he plays in the field, his secondary position is at first base, so he'll go in there for Caleb Wolf. Guerin takes a slow curveball for a strike. Trying to get Tyler's bat going this season. 1 for 8 to start. It was a DH a few times to start the year, but Iowa has gone different routes lately at DH. 2 balls and a strike on TG, standing in the left-handed batter's box. Next pitch, that's downstairs. Eight 8-0 Iowa, bottom of the 5th. Second home game of the season for Iowa. Opened things up last weekend with school record 34 runs. Three balls and a strike on Guerin. Pickoff move to first. A balk is called. Second balk by opposing pitchers against the Hawkeyes this season. And much like the one at Florida Atlantic, you can just tell right away something doesn't look right in a pickoff move. And Gable was going to be in trouble, which is why the move was effective because it was a balk, and Gable was in trouble trying to get back to first. Guerin takes a strike, outer third of the zone, and the count's full. 8-0 Hawks, bottom of the 5th. Gable's out there at second base with 1 out. Full count. Let's see Tyler swing it. Sullivan's pitch. Low. Ball 4. Guerin walks. And so that'll bring up Cooper Schulte. Schulte's had a good game.
Number 9, Cooper Schulte.
We'll have time called by Wartburg as Coach Klunder is making his way out of the Knights dugout, and it'll be a pitching change for Wartburg. We'll introduce the new night's pitcher out of this pitching change break in the bottom of the fifth. Iowa on top 8-0. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Wartburg has brought in a new pitcher. It's Miles Mudd from Huxley. He's a freshman standing at 6'2". We'll give you his stats when we come back. We have to pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10-second station ID. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. All right, the new pitcher is Miles Mudd, making his second appearance. He's thrown an inning so far. Pretty clean slate, no hits, no runs, no walks. He has struck out one. And the right-hander in for Wartburg. Runners at first and second for Iowa. In the bottom of the fifth with one out. It is an 8-0 ball game. Ooh, there comes that wind. The wind is shifting. It started going out to left. Now it's going out to right. And now maybe it's starting to spin around and blow in from center. Don't like that one bit. No. Cooper Schulte's in the box, right-handed hitter. Couple runners on for him. First pitch goes behind him. And Turner can't stop that. And so Guerin and Mitchell will move up second and third. Next pitch, much better from Mudd. It's crossed for a strike. Schulte's been on a couple of times today. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, low. That's a pretty good pitch there from Mudd. Slider that just started too low, so it kept drifting down. Runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs. This is where Iowa looks to improve as Schulte takes low and away, ball 3. Very good-looking pitch, but too far down and out. As Coach Sutherland told us down in Florida, Iowa did a great job setting the table. But man, when the table's set, time to eat. I think we're gonna roll with that line a lot this season. Set the table. Now let's eat. Full count for Schulte. Mudd, the right-hander, comes set from the belt. He delivers. Cooper hits on the ground. Right side, base hit. Mitchell scores. Guerin around third. He'll touch home. And Cooper Schulte drives home 2 more runs. He's up to 4 RBI today. And it's 10-0 Iowa, bottom of the 5th. That's what you got to do with a pitch in that location. Up and away. If you don't think you can pull it and drive it, it is a tougher pitch to pull because it's outside. So you throw your hands at it and drive it to right, and that's what Schulte did so well. Here's Brett White pinch hitting for Kellen Strohmeyer. White takes a strike at the knees. White has been one of the first hitters off the bench in a pinch hit situation for the Hawkeyes this year. First season in the black and gold. Redshirt freshman. Seen a couple pitches across for a strike. From North Liberty, attended Solon High School. Spent his first collegiate season down at Baylor. Redshirted there and then came on home. Had a home run against Platteville last week. He's down in the count here, though, 0-2. Pitch outside. Mudd misfired. Schulte, the runner at first base, got a good lead over there. 1-2 pitch to White, low and away. Very good pitch from Mudd. Tried to bring it in the back door, but it stayed away. One out in the inning for the Hawks. White, left-handed hitter. They've got him shifted to pull over to the right. He goes opposite field with a fly ball to left. Left fielder on the run. Still coming forward, can't make the play. It bounced in front and kicked over towards the line. A fair ball. It's a single for Brett White. Went opposite field, just like Schulte did. You got to take what the pitcher is giving you. The pitcher's going to pitch away from you. Hey, go opposite field. Just knock it opposite field. Schulte did it, and now White did it, blooping one over third and in front of left field for a base hit.
That is to Joey Merritt. Number 10, Bryce Phelps.
Another pinch hitter up for Iowa. This is Bryce Phelps. Another Iowa kid coming on home. Phelps is from Denver. Started at Southeastern Community College, then went out to Wagner, a very fine school on Staten Island. First and second for the black and gold in the bottom of the fifth. One out for Phelps. Bryce 2 for 11 to start the season. 2 runs batted in. Opening day DH. Slider outside from Mudd, ball 1. One-0 pitch to Phelps is inside. He wasn't budging. Outfield playing very deep against Phelps. 2-0. That's a high and tight strike call, 2-1. Wind picking up significantly. The flags of all the Big Ten schools around the outfield wall, they are being pulled off of their poles. Phelps sends one in the air to right. Ball carrying a bit, but the catch is made by Scott. Schulte will tag from second to third as Phelps advances the runner on the flyout. Phelps saw middle with off speed. Couldn't drive the barrel through it. And with 2 outs, we'll see another new hitter into the game for Iowa. This is Kyle Olivo. First and third with 2 outs. Kyle Olivo, another two-way player for Iowa. Redshirt freshman. Takes a pitch in the dirt. Runner taking off for second. Throw down is a good one. And they got White trying to steal second on the downward angle read. And it's the second time that Iowa's been caught stealing. Tip your cap to Turner behind the plate. He's done a nice job getting that ball down to second. And through 5, Iowa with a 10-0 lead. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. New pitcher into the game for Iowa is John Henry Cohorst, JHK, into the game. Left-handed freshman from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Making his second appearance of the season, he saw action against Kansas State, did not record an out, gave up a couple of runs. He walked 3, so his debut did not go the way that he hoped it would, and he comes into the game in the top of the 6th. Iowa holding a 10-0 lead. The Hawkeyes out hitting Wartburg 11-2. Plenty of other changes out in the field for Iowa. Bryce Phelps is playing left field. Brett White is in right. Ben Swales is into the game playing third. Tyler Guerin is at first after replacing Caleb Wolf. So plenty of changes defensively. Need a clean inning from JHK here. Did not pitch this weekend. Has not pitched since opening day on February 13th. And this is one of those situations for John Henry that, like Coach Heller was talking about, some of these guys haven't pitched in a while. Got to get them some live reps in a game. That's why a game like this is so important. Gallegos will lead things off, 2, 3, and 4 for the Knights in the 6th. 1 for 2 is Gallegos. Cohorst ready. 1-0. He's low, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That dropped in for a strike. Much better. 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch. That's in again for a strike. 2-2. Fastball, middle third. Upper 80s, low 90s for JHK. John Henry Cohorst. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's ready. The pitch. Sliced foul over to the right. Near the Iowa dugout. John Henry's done a nice job to get back in the count, the 2-2. Hit him. Gallegos had nowhere to go. Caught him in the leg. Could hear him get plunked all the way up here. And now Jaden Scott comes up, left-handed hitter, 0 for 2 this afternoon. First pitch from Cohorst. Outer edge, called a strike, 87. Fourth pitcher in the game for the Hawkeyes today. Ferguson got the start, was clean through 2. Wilcox did the same in a 2-inning outing. Bo Leisure came in after that. And now it's John Henry Cohorst's turn to throw up a 0. Time violation, eye contact violation on Cohorst. Ready and set, the pitch. Here's a swinging bunt right side. Cohorst fields it. Nobody is at first base. Oh, they called him out. Gable Mitchell came out of nowhere over towards first. Guerin picked it up and flipped it to the bag. And they called him out at first. Gable came flying in from the right side as Cohorst and Guerin came together to the right of the mound. Neither of them went to first, but it was Gable making the heads-up play. And now 1 out for Charlie Kruger. I sold the Iowa defense short a bit. I thought that was certainly going to be an infield single until Gable made that great play to get over to the bag. 10-0 Iowa in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. It's a called strike at the top of the zone. Kruger 0 for 1 this evening. Strikeout to end the first, was hit by a pitch his last time up. Good cut from Kruger. High heat from Cohorst is just a bit better, though. It's 1-2. Runner at second and 1 out. Good crowd on hand considering the elements. A lot of Wartburg fans in attendance. A lot of black and orange. Cohorst 1-2 is low. Delgado picked it off the turf. Seen a lot of fastballs from JHK. Not much spin or off speed. We'll see what he throws on 2-2. He kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He went slider. Good time for it. And he got Kruger, who I don't think was expecting it. That thing had a heck of a lot of movement on it. Started middle away and just took a turn. And Cohorst gets the strikeout. And Coach Heller is making his way to the mound. We know that Coach Heller makes the changes. That'll do it for Cohorst. Good short outing for him. He did hit the leadoff batter, but then got a ground out and a strikeout. Nicely done for JHK, who comes off the mound in the 6th. We'll introduce the new Iowa pitcher when we come back. It's 10-0 Hawkeyes. Back after this pitching change break. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Iowa brings in a new pitcher in the top of the 6th with 2 outs and a runner at second for Wartburg. Iowa's new pitcher is Ty Mickelson, right-handed redshirt freshman from Grimes. He graduated from DCG, Dallas Center Grimes. And Mickelson, like Cohorst, has not pitched since opening day. Mickelson threw an inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, no walks, no strikeouts for Mickelson, making his debut for the Hawkeyes in the opener. It is 10-0 Iowa, top 6. And he'll face Robinson. Runner at second is Gallegos, who was hit by a pitch to start the inning. Pitching has been what Coach Heller's looking for today. Got a good start from Brady Ferguson, who went 2 clean innings. Carter Wilcox, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks. He struck out 4. Bo Leisure came in after that. He threw an inning of scoreless baseball. No hits, no runs. Did have 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And John Henry Cohorst, who is just in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, got us through the first 2 outs of the 6th. Now we'll see Mickelson with 2 outs, runner at second. First pitch, slider for a strike. Robinson 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Good slider again from Mickelson. This one started in the zone, wound up outside of it, but he got the chase. And so Ty is in the driver's seat, 0-2. Not sure I'd go away from that slider. Looks pretty good from Ty right now. Here's the 0-2. Fastball hit on the ground to third. Swales picks it cleanly off the turf and throws a dart across to Guerin at first for the 3rd out. We're on to the bottom of the 6th. Iowa 10 and Wartburg 0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
John Leo with you from Duane Banks Field in Iowa City. Turning to be a cold and blustery night here in eastern Iowa. As a cold front coming through, changing wind direction on us now, blowing into our face. As temps today were upper 40s for a brief moment. That's when we got this game underway, and we're in the upper 30s now and feeling it pretty good. It's 10-0 though. Iowa's got the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Run rule is in effect today, so if Iowa can hold Wartburg in the top of the 7th to no runs, that'll do it for today's contest. We'll see Iowa bat here in the bottom of the 6th with Olivo, Swales, and Delgado, who have entered the game in the 5th and 6th innings. Swales was scheduled to have a plate appearance, but then just went into the field and couldn't come around the last time. So Olivo will get a crack at it here. Olivo was in the box in the 5th when Brett White was caught stealing. First pitch strike to Olivo, the two-way player. Olivo listed as an infielder along with his right-handed pitching tag. He sends one up the middle. It bounces right over second base and through into center field. Olivo's got a base hit. His 3rd hit of the season, now 3 of 6.
Now batting the Iowa third baseman, number 13, Ben Swale.
And that'll bring up Ben Swales, who's up for the first time tonight. Entered in the top half of the inning as a defensive sub. First pitch to Swales. He cranks deep to left. Ball carrying well into the corner, and it's off the base of the wall. Olivo around third. Coach Pearson's giving him the wave. Here comes Kyle. The throw is cut off. Olivo scores all the way from first as Ben Swales drives him in on a deep fly ball to the left field corner. 11-0 Hawks. Swales' third hit of the season, his second double, and he clubbed it into the corner. And the Hawks are up 11-0 now in the bottom of the sixth. Here's Matt Delgado. He struck out in his first at bat. Takes inside from Miles Mudd. One ball and no strikes, righty on righty matchup. Delgado popped one up right side. First baseman Gallegos giving chase in front of the half wall, and it bounces on top of the pad up against the clubhouse. Foul ball, 1-1. Swale standing out there at second base. Mudd is ready. The pitch to Delgado. Fouled off the end of the bat. Delgado, a newcomer to the team this year, spending his final year of eligibility in Iowa City. 1-2's the count on him. The pitch. That's slapped in the air, foul, and out of play over the right. Delgado trying to get the barrel through, a little bit late. It was 81 and high, just couldn't commit to. Counts 1-2, Delgado trying to get on. Lays off a good slider low and out. Count even at 2 with nobody out. Runner at second. The pitch. Delgado hits in the air, deep to right center. Center fielder on the run in front of the track. He lays out, can't make the play. Bounces and hits the top of the wall. Swales sprinting around third. Delgado headed for third. He's got a triple, and he brings home Swales. Matt Delgado with a triple to deep right center. That ball kept carrying, and it tailed away from Greider, who gave great effort, and he dove for it just past the outstretched glove. And Delgado's got a triple. Brings in Swales, 12-0 Hawks in the sixth. Jalen Ziegler is up, swings over the top of a breaking ball to start his at-bat. Jay-Z's been on a couple times today. Next pitch, low and away. Top of the order, Gable Mitchell is on deck. See if he gets another at bat. No reason to think he wouldn't. Iowa within run rule territory now for sure, up 12-0 in the sixth. 2 balls and a strike on Ziegler. The pitch. Fouled out of play over the right. Iowa gearing up for a big weekend down in Texas. 3 games against high-quality opponents. Alabama on Friday night at 6:30, Houston at noon on Saturday, and then 19th-ranked Oregon State on Sunday. Strike 3 called. Ziegler took one down the heart of the plate, and he strikes out. 1 down in the Hawkeyes' 6th. Here comes Gable. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork and you get the best tasting hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Hit a quick ad read as Wartburg is making a pitching change in the 6th. We'll let you know who the new Wartburg pitcher is after this pitching change break. Iowa leads at bottom 6, 12-0. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
Country sensation Carly Pierce is coming to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort Saturday, March 7th. She lit a fire with her debut album, Every Little Thing, and hasn't slowed down since, with hits like What He Didn't Do and Heels Overhead. To duets like I Hope You're Happy Now, she's sure to burn up our event center stage. Grab your tickets now at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop.
Pitching change for Wartburg in the bottom of the 6th. Iowa on top 12-0 with 1 away. The new pitcher is Will DeStigder, left-hander. He's a sophomore from Moville, Iowa. Opened his career at Ellsworth Community College. And he'll face Gable Mitchell, the top of Iowa's order. Matt Delgado just tripled in Ben Swales moments ago, and he stands at third.
Second base, number 2, Gable Mitchell.
All right, lefty on lefty matchup. DeStigder will go from the windup. First pitch, Gable takes for a strike. Gable's been on all 4 times today. Hit by a pitch in the first, walked twice in the third, and he singled in the 5th. Pitchcom not working for Wartburg. They will have to tend to their communication malfunction. All right, looks like we're good to go. Everybody battles the technology glitches. All right, no balls and a strike on Gable. Runner at third, 1 out. Next pitch is outside, got away from the catcher. Delgado trying to score. He slides in safely. And the throw home caught him in the hand. Delgado pops up. He's all right. 13-0 Iowa, and the base is now clear. As Deli scores, a lot of running there for Delgado. A triple, and then takes home on the wild pitch. Gable looking to start it back up again. Counts 1-1. Pitch from DeStigder. That's popped up and out of play, straight back. DeStigder up on Mitchell, the 1-2. Here's a ground ball right side. First baseman picks it up, and he will head to first himself to retire Mitchell. Gable out for the first time today, 3 unassisted. 75-mile-an-hour pitch that was on the outer portion of the zone, and Gable tried to pull it right side, and that's kind of what happens there. You try to pull an outside pitch, you just kind of roll over on it. Two away for Tyler Guerin. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Iowa in control 13-0. Another lefty-on-lefty matchup. Guerin takes up and in for a ball. Tyler walked and scored in the fifth. Next pitch from DeStigter is low. Bounced in the turf and kicked away from the catcher. 2 balls, no strikes. Mickelson was the last Iowa pitcher. We'll see if he gets any more run or if Iowa makes another change. I'd think that the Hawks will throw another arm out there. Somebody to close it down. 3 balls and no strikes on Tyler Guerin. He's got the green light and hits a ground ball to short. Nice play by Bender right over the second base bag, and he throws out Guerin. And the Hawkeyes go down, adding 3 more runs in the sixth. And we'll flip it up to the top of the 7th inning, 13-0 Hawkeyes. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Top of the 7th inning in Iowa City. The Hawkeyes leading the Wartburg Knights 13-0. 3 outs away from a run rule victory this Tuesday afternoon as Iowa gets set for 3 games down in Frisco, Texas. There will be a pitching change for Iowa. New pitcher is Cole Moore, right-handed freshman from Adel. Attended Van Meter High School. Younger brother of former Hawkeye Reese Moore, who transferred out and went to South Carolina. Second appearance of the season for Cole. He appeared a week ago against Platteville, threw an inning, gave up 1 hit. He walked 1. No runs, no strikeouts for Cole. And we'll see if he is tasked with closing the door or if any more pitchers will come into the game. I know there might be a couple more that Coach Heller wants to get in, but we'll see what they decide.
Batting for Wartburg, number 26, Tanner Jackson.
Wartburg will roll with a pinch hitter in the 7th. As Cole Moore deals, and the ball is popped up left side. Ben Swales, the third baseman, is there to retire Tanner Jackson, who swung at the first pitch that he saw and popped out to Swales at third, 1 down.
Now batting number 25, Bodie Nagelmaker.
Another pinch hitter in for Wartburg with 1 away in the 7th. Bodie Nagelmaker, left-handed freshman from Dubuque. Moore deals, and Nagelmaker fires it back. Off of the screen, 0-1 is the count. Moore dealing low 90s. Looking very good. Through a couple of pitches, the 0-1 inside it, backed him off the plate. Count even now at 1. 1-1. Just low and out. Delgado tried to frame it, but it was too far off the plate. Moore, the right-handed freshman, he goes from the stretch only. Positions himself right in the middle of the rubber. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch from Cole. That's a high strike, 2-2. Consistent at 93 so far on the fastball from Cole. Stands at 6 feet 3 inches. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Nagelmaker on with a 1-out single for Wartburg in the 7th. And here comes Cole Grider. He's 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. Moore comes set, long pause. Grider shows the bunt, pulled it back. Firm slider from Moore. A lot of sharp, tight movement, but it was just off the plate outside. 1 ball and no strikes now. Next pitch, waved at and missed. He went even further with the slider outside, and Grider went after it. No reward for him. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. 13-0 Iowa in the 7th. Next pitch from Moore. That's on the outside corner. Good pitch. All spin right now from Moore. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Moore opting for no undershirt underneath his jersey. He can handle this cold. 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. Most of the players today have sleeves on underneath. Not Cole Moore. He and the home plate umpire remain in short sleeves. Rain starting to fall in Iowa City. That's new. 1-2 is a fastball in the outer third. That's called third strike. Cole gets the strikeout, 2 down.
Batting for the night, shortstop number 14, Liam Bender.
And that'll bring up the 9-hitter, Liam Bender. And time is called as Coach Heller's going to make a pitching change. With 2 outs in the 7th. I figured that might be coming. There's somebody down there that Coach needs to get in the game. We'll see who it is after this pitching change break. Iowa leads it 13-0. Very nicely done by Cole Moore, who comes off the mound. The door's opening up down the right field line. We'll introduce the new Hawkeye pitcher when we come back from this pitching change break with 2 outs in the 7th. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for nonstop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Tate Slagle is the new Hawkeye pitcher inserted into the game to record the final out today. See if he can get it done. Slagle will be making his 3rd appearance of the season. He did pitch on opening day, gave up 1 hit. He struck out 2 in 1 inning of work. And then we saw him against I believe it was Platteville. And so Schlegel on the season with two innings pitched, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs. Walked 1, struck out 4, 9 ERA for Tate. Schlegel, a freshman from Algona, 6'1". Also a two-way player. Doesn't really have a position defined yet out in the field. Just marked as utility for now. We'll see where he winds up. But for now, this will be his 3rd appearance on the pitching rubber. And he comes up in the top of the 7th with Iowa winning 13-0. There are 2 outs. So if he can come in and get the final out of today's game, let's see if he can do it. He'll face Liam Bender, the 9-hitter. Runner at first base for Wartburg. Schlegel gets on the mound, and he's ready to pitch. Righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch to Bender. It's in there for a strike. Firm slider, 83, right down the middle. Short lead at first for Wartburg. No balls and a strike on Bender. Schlegel comes set, and he grips it and rips it. Inside corner, strike 2 called. Wartburg down to its final strike. Schlegel ready, the right-hander on an 0-2 count. He feels it and deals it. Strike 3 called. Beautiful breaking ball inside corner. Schlegel comes in, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a game winner. 13-0. Iowa beats Wartburg in 7 innings tonight. The Hawkeyes move to 6-2 on the season and get ready for a big weekend down in Texas. Iowa taking on Alabama, Houston, and Oregon State. All right, affiliates, this will be post-game break number 1 coming up. Post-game break number 1 on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
Iowa picks up another midweek win today over the Wartburg Knights, 13-0 in 7 innings. Iowa with 13 runs on 13 hits, no errors, 6 left on. Iowa shut out Wartburg, no runs for the Knights, 3 hits, 1 error, and 6 left on. We'll get Coach Sutherland up here in a moment. We've got some highlights to go over as well. As we break down today's game, Iowa offensively racked up the hits, led by Cooper Schulte today, 2 for 3, 4 runs batted in, a run scored. He also had a walk, had a 2 RBI double, then a 2 RBI single to help Iowa run rule Wartburg today. Multiple hits also from Caleb Wolf, who went 2 for 3, and Mitch Wood, who went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Gable Mitchell reached 4 times today. He was walked twice, hit once, he singled, and Gable scored a couple of runs as well. The pitching was good for Iowa today, which is what Coach Heller was looking for. Brady Ferguson got the start, went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and had 3 strikeouts. A really good start from Brady. Carter Wilcox followed, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. So Wilcox and Ferguson, guys that you expect to see on the weekend, had really nice midweek outings. Came in, got the job done, took care of business, did what you need to do in a midweek game. And then Bo Leisure came in, and he had a nice outing. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for Leisure. John Henry Cohorst, Ty Mickelson, Cole Moore, and Tate Schlegel all came in after that to help preserve the shutout win. 13-0 over Wartburg today in 7 innings. Big weekend coming up for Iowa, heading down to the state of Texas for the Frisco College Baseball Classic. Iowa plays Alabama at 6:30 on Friday night. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at 6 o'clock on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Houston on Saturday at noon. And then Sunday to wrap up the series, the weekend rather, in Frisco at 11 o'clock. So 1 night game Friday night, and then we've got Saturday at noon and Sunday at 11. So 1 night game and then 2 day games. All right, we'll take our final break. Coach Sutherland is on his way to the broadcast booth. We'll talk with him after this break, where Iowa wins it 13-0 in 7 innings. Back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for nonstop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Iowa takes care of Wartburg tonight, 13-0 in 7 innings. We're joined by Associate Head Coach Marty Sutherland. Coach, nice, clean midweek win for your guys tonight.
Yeah, and I'm just really happy with a lot of those young guys who got out there. You look how Brady was really sharp. In his first start as a Hawkeye, Carter came in, after a rough first outing and bounced back and gave us two pretty clean innings. And just really, obviously, everybody did a nice job and get a shutout with only 3 hits. We punch 11, only walk 1. With a bunch of guys throwing, that's an incredibly positive thing. Thought Cole and Tate were really sharp there in the last inning as well. And then offensively, it was just kind of spread out. We obviously took advantage of some of the free bases they gave us, but just some really good at bats and guys holding the zone, and it's just nice to see a bunch of production across the board.
A little bit challenging seeing a difference in pitch speed and velocity this weekend, this week rather, coming off of the weekend and then going into a big weekend. How big of a challenge was that for your guys tonight?
It's always a challenge, and for Wartburg, they're coming off of a weekend they just played, and so these are guys that haven't been out there probably a whole heck of a lot for them either. They have another weekend's worth of games too, so you just don't know what you're going to get too much. So really what you talk about is just holding the zone as long as you can and not giving in. I thought we were a little antsy early. We obviously ran ourselves out of an inning, the first inning, which was frustrating, and then really the only other inning was the first and second with nobody out. We don't score. But I thought in general we did a really good job of not going up and getting outside the zone and waiting for our pitch. And again, we talked a little bit about this coming off the weekend. We just wanted to get the lineup longer, right? Like just better at bats 1 through 9. Certainly Gable and Caleb and Stroh and Riz and Coop have all done a really nice job just trying to get the rest going and get the rest confident and feeling good about themselves. And I thought there was a lot of that tonight.
Big weekend ahead, Coach. It's a big one down in Texas.
Yeah, anytime you get in these tournaments that Peak Events puts on, they're just incredible tournaments, great competition. You're obviously going up against 3 really good programs, starting off with Alabama on Friday. But why else would you want to be here?
Yeah.
I mean, to go in and have those opportunities to play great teams. And, what we talk about is nothing changes. The game is the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same battles that you have tonight against Wartburg, you'll have against Alabama. Certainly the velocity and all that stuff changes, but it's the same game. It's just holding the zone. It's putting pressure on them. It's playing clean baseball, which, we've now done that, probably 4 or 5 straight games. I don't think we've made an error, as a position player-wise. The errors have come, just 2 pickoff errors. So we've been playing really clean. Get another bunt hit tonight. We've been talking a lot about that, of trying to put pressure and pick our spots with that as well. So that was good to see. And now it's just about having another really good day of practice and tomorrow, and then a travel day Thursday, a later practice Thursday night, and then just go down there and enjoy the experience and play the game. Play what we do, and the opponent really should never matter. It's about us and doing the things we do well.
Good stuff, Coach. Congrats on the win. We'll see you on the flight on Thursday.
Thanks, John.
Associate Head Coach Marty Sutherland on our post-game show from Banks. Iowa wins it 13-0 in 7 innings tonight over the Wartburg Knights. We've got some highlights to relive the action. Let's hear them now. No balls and 2 strikes. Wilcox set from the belt. He throws over to first, and Troja picked off. He was leaning the wrong way, and Wilcox whipped it over there. Byrne comes set, the left-hander ready. He pitches to Schulte. Cooper lines into center field for a base hit. Well struck. Mitchell scores. Here comes Wolf. He'll touch home. Schulte sprinting to second. And it is a 2 RBI double. And the Hawkeyes on the board. It's 2-0. Full count. The 3-2 to Wood. Wood golfs into left center field, which is down for a base hit. 1 run coming in. Here comes another. They'll hold up Narrett at third. And 2 runs come across on the 2 RBI single to left from Mitch Wood. It's 4-0 Hawks. Wolf singled and scored in the third. The 0-1. Caleb sends on the ground up the middle and through into center. Frost will score. Here comes Ziegler. He'll score. Mitchell to third. 2 RBI single. Caleb Wolf right up the gut. Leisure's pitch. Hit on the ground left side. Long run for Frost. He scoops it up. Long throw on the money. Good play from Jackson. Across his body. Got it accurately to Wolf at first. As Frost cut off Schulte, his momentum carried him over towards first base. And he made a good throw across his body on the run. And the Hawkeyes hold the Knights in the 5th. Mudd, the right-hander, comes set. From the belt, he delivers. Cooper hits on the ground. Right side base hit. Mitchell scores. Guerin around third. He'll touch home. And Cooper Schulte drives home 2 more runs. He's up to 4 RBI today. And it's 10-0 Iowa, bottom of the 5th. Ready and set, the pitch. Here's a swinging bunt right side. Cohorst fields it. Nobody is at first base. Oh, they called him out. Gable Mitchell came out of nowhere over towards first. First pitch to Swales. He cranks deep to left. Ball carrying well into the corner, and it's off the base of the wall. Olivo around third. Coach Pearson's giving him the wave. Here comes Kyle. The throw is cut off. Olivo scores all the way from first as Ben Swales drives him in on a deep fly ball to the left field corner. 11-0 Hawks. Count even at 2 with nobody out. Runner at second. The pitch. Delgado hits in the air, deep to right center. Center fielder on the run in front of the track. He lays out, can't make the play. Bounces and hits the top of the wall. Swales sprinting around third. Delgado headed for third. He's got a triple and he brings home Swales. Schlegel ready, the right-hander on an 0-2 count. He feels it and deals it. Strike 3 called. Beautiful breaking ball inside corner. Schlegel comes in, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a game winner. 13-0. Iowa beats Wartburg in 7 innings tonight. All right, the Hawkeyes move to 6-2 on the season and get ready for a big weekend down in Texas, the Frisco College Baseball Classic. Here it's a great tournament to be a part of, very well run by a great organization. We look forward to getting down to the Dallas area for 3 big games against tough competition. Alabama, Houston, Oregon State, all major opportunities for the Hawkeyes as we wrap up a portion of the non-conference slate, the biggest weekend upcoming down in Texas. Friday night, that's when you'll hear from us again against Alabama. 6:30 first pitch. We'll have pregame coverage beginning on the Hawkeye Radio Network at 6 p.m. Central Time. All right, that'll do it for our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball this evening. Iowa beats Wartburg 13-0 in 7 innings. For my great board op down the line, Morgan, great to be back with you down there in Jeff City. Thanks for your work tonight, Morgan. We'll talk to you again. I'm John Leo saying so long from Banks, where Iowa picks up the run rule victory this evening. Every day's a great day to be a Hawkeye. Some are just a little bit better than others. So long, everybody.
Iowa Hawkeye Baseball has been brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy is proud to deliver affordable, reliable energy to you all season long. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Also brought to you by Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.